Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you guys hit that like or dislike button. Don't forget to put some motherfucking Coach K, Duke, full court pressure on that sub button, that like button, and ring that noti bell so you can be notified via email each and every time your boy E Thriller, aka Ham Rothstein, aka the black fucking Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly with my words, uploads a video or goes live. And once again, fight fans, ladies and gents, welcome back. Now, first things first, man, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tapping in. Drop a comment in the chat and let me know who up in this bitch, man. Once again, salute, salute, salute. And shout out to all my old and new subs, man. And so I've been getting a lot of feedback. And of course, a lot of people have been asking me, E Thriller, what do you think about the rumor of Errol Spence possibly showing up to the Terrence Crawford versus Sean Showtime Porter fight on November the 20th? Well, I think Errol Spence is full of shit. I mean, you guys already know that, right? Because he is the same guy. Hold on, y'all. He is the same guy that said this shit. Let me remove this shit. Let me add this to the stream. All right, run it.
I know you already talked about getting back to the ranch. Very understandable. But what did you think of Terrence showing up ringside? Do you think that helped build some buzz to make it a big fight?
No. I mean, he got to live up to his words. If he say he's not worried about me, then I don't know why he's doing what he was doing here. I probably wouldn't go to none of his fights. So I'm not worried about Terrence Crawford. Like I said, I'm going to enjoy my time with my kids and chill out and just reflect on this year and a half that, I came back and, we're going to move on in the summertime and see who I fight. So we'll see. I got to talk to my manager, Heyman, and we'll go from there.
Derek. Isn't it funny, ladies and gents, how that was right after the victory that he had when he pretty much put Danny Garcia in the fucking washing machine and just washed him up for 12 fucking rounds. I mean, what can I say? It was a very impressive performance by Errol Spence. And a lot of people knew that Terrence Bud Crawford was in the building. And also, Terrence Bud Crawford tried to get into the ring to see if he can try to, press the issue to see if they can make the fight next, right? And this is what Errol Spence said in the aftermath of all of that. So, which has led to Terrence Bud Crawford saying, you know what? I'm past that fight. I ain't thinking about Earl. It's other big name fighters out there for me. I just got to go a little bit at a time, but I don't need Errol Spence. Errol Spence needs me. And isn't it funny that this shit wasn't even how many months ago, y'all? And all of a sudden, ever since Errol Spence has missed out on the Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao fight, right? Due to the eye injury. And I pray to God that the man comes back 1,000%, right? But outside of that, Errol Spence is desperate, y'all. This dude is desperate because I'm going to be honest. If you scrabble around these fucking YouTube streets and type in Terrence Crawford and search Errol Spence's name, I mean, there's way more videos popping out here with Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter, Canelo, obviously Deontay Wilder is always a hot topic, Tyson Fury. I mean, you don't really see too many Errol Spence videos popping right now, man. And plus, not to mention, he probably has missed out on a 8-figure, 9-figure payday with Canelo Alvarez. I don't think that fight is going to happen. Now that the Manny Pacquiao fight isn't going to happen, because let's be honest, Manny Pacquiao got his ass kicked by Yordenis Ugas, and now he decided to run for the president of the Philippines. God bless him, salute him, shout out to Manny Pacquiao, right? So Errol Spence is saying, look, man, I'd have missed out on all of these fucking big money opportunities because I have been playing around with the sport of boxing. And I could have sworn, if you go through my fucking archives, I've been saying from day one that God don't like ugly, meaning the boxing guys. And I try to tell you, when you let these fights like fucking Crawford versus Errol Spence marinate for too long, the fans are going to lose interest. And not to mention, the last time I checked, tomorrow is not promised. So I don't know why Errol Spence elected to go the fucking easier route or try to go collect all of these belts when nobody was asking him to do none of this shit. Did nobody tell this motherfucker to go do some fucking heavy lifting and lunges and running hills and shit like that? Did nobody tell you to do that, Earl? All we wanted to see was for you to accept the challenge of Terrence Bud Crawford, because I was rocking with Earl. I was rocking with Earl when he was chasing Keith Thurman, when Keith Thurman had the belts, and when Keith Thurman had the fucking slick back ponytail. I was all for Earl getting a shot. But my man, I mean, I can't help but to keep it a buck. Something changed along the way because Earl talked a real good game. He wanted to be anti-Floyd. He didn't want to do what the people before him was doing. He was going to come in and shake shit up and show the welterweight division that he was the top guy and that he wanted to become undisputed, no matter who is in place to try to stave him from doing that, right? But ever since Terrence Bud Crawford has moved up to the 147 weight class, Errol Spence energy changed. So I'm looking at Earl like, well, wait a minute. Everybody was riding for you whenever it came for you getting your turn and your shot at the title from a Keith Thurman. Hell, even Floyd tried to say that Thurman was ducking you, so he was endorsing you to get that big fight, right? Everybody was riding with Earl because Keith was moving like a punk, period. End of discussion. But for you to bitch and complain and moan and say, oh, none of these guys want to fight me. Every time I try to make the fight with Keith Thurman, he's hurt. Sean Porter and Danny are ducking me. For you to go through everything you went through from 2014 all the way to 2017, 2018, up until he got that fight with Kell Brook, right? Outside of that, this man was fucking in the same exact position that Terrence Bud Crawford has been in since 2018 when he moved up to the division. He was in that same position. So it's just so mind-boggling to me that Earl would turn around and pull a Keith Thurman with fucking Bud. But then now all of a sudden that Earl is on top with 2 straps. Keith Thurman wants a shot. Now Earl want to say, oh, well, I don't want to fight him because he corny, or I don't want to fight him because he ain't me. But that's neither here nor there. Let's just stick to the topic, right? Terrence Bud Crawford has been trying to make this fight year after year after year. And nobody is forgetting about the car accident. Nobody is forgetting about the eye injury. All I'm saying is, look, man, the fight could have happened somewhere between 2018 and 2019 possibly. But that's neither here nor there. Now, Bud is in a position. He has a plethora of options. First option at hand is going up against Sean Porter. And I think Sean Porter is going to sleep experts. That's just me personally. So once he gets past him, man, he can go for a fucking Virgil Ortiz. He can go for a Josh Taylor. He can go for a Boots Ennis. He can fight a who else? A Keith Thurman if possible. You know, the opportunities are endless. So if I'm Terrence Bud Crawford, as a man going through everything he's went through, they've been shitting on him and dragging his name through the mud. I would tell Errol Spence, fuck you. I'm sticking to my guns. I ain't worried about you, like I said before, because when I was pressing the issue, trying to make the fight for the sport of boxing, you wanted to pussyfoot and monkeyfoot around and go fight this guy without a belt and that guy without a belt. And then you wanted to fight Manny because for obvious reasons, it's the biggest payday in the division. I get it. But now that you missed out on that fight, now you want to come back. Now you don't want to talk about 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, or whatever the fuck we decide to give them. You don't want to talk about none of that. Oh, I can move up to 160 and fight Canelo Alvarez. Now you don't want to talk about that. Now you finally see what I have been saying from the jump. And all you got to do is go back through my old streams. All you got to do is watch my old videos. Your boy Heath Thriller don't miss, man. I said, and I quote, all roads lead back to the man in Omaha, Nebraska. All of them. So now that this man is in a power position, I would tell Earl, fuck you. I mean, that's just me personally, right? Let Earl move up to 154. Let him try to become undisputed up there because right now, we don't fucking need you. We never really did. We were just trying to make this shit for the fans because I done already been undisputed at 140 anyway, right? So really, you need me more than I need you. Regardless of what people say about Terrence Crawford's resume, Errol Spence's resume doesn't compare. And don't give me that bullshit talking about, oh, the 147 class. Well, the last time I checked, This is Terrence Crawford's third weight class, right? He has been a champion in each weight class. This man has as many wins as Errol Spence. Knockouts as Errol Spence has wins. That is a fucking fact. So who are we to tell him as fight fans, even though you can kind of justify the 60-40 bullshit talk, right? With the pay-per-view numbers. Some people point to that point all the time. I tend to disagree with it, but I can see where y'all coming from. But on the flip side, who are we to tell a guy who has been boxing practically all of his life, who didn't have a star-studded amateur background, who didn't get to go to the Olympics because of politics, who busts his ass, who trains like a fucking dog, always in tip-top shape. I've never seen Bud out of shape, ever. He lives like a Floyd Money Mayweather in the gym. Now, of course, Floyd was more flamboyant outside of the ring, but as far as work ethics, Terrence Crawford is right there with Floyd. The man is in tremendous shape. So who are we to tell him as fight fans, hey, man, you might want to go ahead and take that 60-40, man. Regardless of you being a more accomplished fighter, regardless of you dedicating your whole fucking life to the sport of boxing, having time away from your family and shit like that and your kids, regardless of all that, you just need to settle because this other guy is on some bullshit. When did that become cool? When did that become the norm for us boxing fans? The last thing we need to be talking about is numbers and splits and purses and all this other shit. We should be breaking down the fight, what we think is going to happen in the fight, in the immediate aftermath of the fight. That's the type of shit we should be talking about. We shouldn't be talking about a fight taking 2 to 3 years. Oh, this guy is ducking that guy, or this guy won't fight this guy because he doesn't like him. What kind of shit is that? But hey, man, my dog, B-Mac, you've been quiet long enough, bro. First of all, how are you doing tonight, kind sir? Hey, yo, B-Mac. I can't hear you, bro. You might want to back out and go back in. But let me go to this chat, man. Let me see what y'all talking about because your boy E-Thriller just been rambling. All right, we starting from the top, man. Make sure y'all pull up and hit that like button. Please. And if you're new to the channel and if you are enjoying the show, then make sure you hit that sub button, man, and hit that noti bell. But shout out to my dog Bleak M in the motherfucking house. He said, E3, what's happening? Errol scared now. He want to run to fight. I thought he said, what he doing here? I won't go to his fights. All roads lead back to Bud Crawford. Can't duck both Bud and Boots. And that is a great fucking point. Shout out to Bleak M, man, because I forgot to bring that up. He got Boots on his heels too. Boots been calling every top dog out in the welterweight division, and I can guarantee you that Errol Spence will be the last nigga to answer the bell. I can guarantee you that because he already didn't want to fight Bud, right? And say what y'all want about Boots. I know it's a lot of people feel like he ain't ready, but even though he passes the eye test, but I feel like talent for talent, skill for skill, ain't too many dudes touching this dude in boxing. I'm just going to go out on the limb and say that. And I don't think Errol Spence won any of them problems. Hell, I don't even know if Bud just gonna be jumping to go fight a fucking Jerron Boots Ennis. I don't. But I think if it comes down to it, if one of them had to choose, I feel like it'll be Bud who would choose Ennis over Spence choosing Ennis. I do. But let me get back to this chat. Bleak M said, still don't see how he's recovered so fast from injury. Laughing emojis. The truth being lying now. He coming out of hiding. Hopefully he get in the ring, unlike they let Bud do at his fight. Yeah, man. They wouldn't let Terrence Crawford in the ring. That was a bunch of shit. A bunch of bullshit. Shout out to TT in the building. He or she said, I feel like it would be an even worse take for Errol at this point, since he's just going to move the goalposts again after taking more baseless trash, assuming he actually attends the fight. I think he is going to attend the fight. Honestly, Errol damn near go to everybody fight, really. So for him to even come out and say that at the time was kind of stupid, and he was just basically being dismissive of Terrence Bud Crawford and his resume and his accomplishments, just trying to sun him. That's what I took from that, TT. But speaking of what you just said. Errol Spence has been through all this shit, man. God bless him. Once again, I hope he comes back 1,000% because you guys know why I'm hard on Errol. I just explained it earlier in the live stream. I don't hate Errol. I hate his fanboys because the motherfuckers try to make this dude out to be something that he is not. This motherfucker can literally walk in their house, take a squat, shit on their couch, and they gonna clean it up and say, oh, Errol, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Hey, we didn't see shit. You understand what I'm saying? These are the type of fanboys he have, so the shit gets annoying. But let me just say this about Errol. Errol has been through a lot of wars. He's been through this motherfucking Kell Brook. I felt like that fight was a war. In my honest opinion, he was getting dinged on, pieced up by the chocolate brownies. And then he been through a war with fucking Sean Showtime Porter. There's a lot of people that felt like Porter edged them out in that fight. Me, I had Errol winning 75 due to the last 2 rounds. But outside of that, man, Errol Spence is refurbished. You understand what I'm saying? Have you ever just took your fucking phone to the local mom and pop store down the street, right? Your phone fucked up and they gotta go in and fix it and tweak some shit. But whenever you get your phone back, there ain't no guarantee this phone gonna be the same. This shit is refurbished. So even if they make the fight, will Terrence Crawford get the credit he rightfully deserves if he goes out there and stops Errol Spence? I'll wait. I will fucking wait. Because you already know what the fanboys are going to do. What these idiots on YouTube who got channels but don't never drop the links, don't never let niggas come on and challenge their opinions. They don't do none of that shit. They just do a bunch of hoe shit. They ain't got the nuts to let people come on and rock with them, right? Like your boy E Thriller. You understand what I'm saying? You already know what they're going to say. Oh, Errol wasn't the same. It was the eye injury. It was the car wreck. It was this. It was that. It was that and third. As if anybody told this guy to wait to make this fucking fight happen, man. But shout out to you, TT. TT also said, will also look especially bad for him if Bud finishes Porter, someone Spence struggle with. And that's another good point. I totally agree. And I think it's going to happen. I think Bud is going to send Porter. I'm not really sure, y'all. Hold on. As a matter of fact, hold on. I don't know which place Sean Porter is going to end up going to. Hold on. Let me remove this shit real quick, y'all. All right, let me go to share screen. I want y'all to help me out with this shit because I'm trying to figure out which one of these spots is this nigga going to go. So let's go to okay, sleep experts. Y'all let me know if y'all can see this shit, right? Let me close this shit. Let me close it. Let me close it. Let me close it. All right, hold on. Let me go back to stream, y'all. Can y'all see this shit? As a matter of fact, let me remove this comment. And yeah, so where is it? Damn, this shit going fast. Hold on, y'all. Y'all just bear with me, bro. Ladies and gents, just bear with your boy E Thriller. Let me zoom it in so y'all can see these great fucking deals that we got coming up. Now, we need the before the Black Friday shit because I believe this year Black Friday is on November the 26th. It's one of my favorite holidays of the year, and I really don't even celebrate holidays, pardon me, but I love Black Friday. I just like it. I don't know why. But anyway, I'm on sleepexperts.com, right? And as you can see, they have a Black Friday sale. King size bed for a queen price. Save up to $500, free adjustable base, up to $499 in value with qualifying mattress purchases. Now, my answer to you guys in the chat is this. What size bed do you think Sean Porter gonna want? You think he want a twin size, a fucking queen size, a motherfucking king size? Do he want a water bed? Do he want pillow top? I don't know what he want. I mean, do he want fluffy pillows or kind of firm? I don't know what he want. Or maybe, just maybe, he gonna end up at Mattress Firm. I don't know. You know what? Let me see what kind of deals they got going on, y'all. Y'all just be patient with me, bro. Let me see. Let me do share. All right. Where we at? All right, so let's go to Mattress Firm. Let's go out to Mattress Firm. Let's see what deals they got. Because we need some shit before Black Friday. So let me go to the Sean Porter, like he about maybe a full-size bed. So let's go here, y'all. Okay. So Sean Porter can also get a snug number 8 medium memory foam mattress full for $349.99. Ladies and gentlemen, if you type in the coupon code Sean Showtime Porter, aka Mr. Suited and Booted, if you type that shit up, it's going to give you 50% off. And this shit can be delivered as soon as to you by November the 12th. So guess what? This shit is going to come before the fight. So Sean Porter can just come to the fucking fight. I know he like to wear the suits with the bow ties and he always smiling and his braids is looking crisp and all that type of shit, right? I get it. Shout out to K Diddy. I ain't got nothing against these dudes. But on November the 20th, man, you going to sleep. You are going to sleep. So I know you're going to show up to the fight dressed to impress. But after the fight, make sure you got some fucking Versace or some Fendi fucking pajamas or something, bro. But let me get back to this chat, man. Let me get back to this chat. All right, where was I? I think I left off at TT. Shout out to It Don't Matter. He or she said Bud never had anything to go in his favor. Got to get out the mud. EJ need to stick by his word at least once in his career and keep his ass at home. That's a good point. That's a good point. It don't matter. That's a valid fucking point. I totally agree. Keep that same energy. And I feel the same way about Bud. I ain't gonna lie. Most of y'all might disagree with me, but if Bud let that motherfucker, not to say he can let him in the ring, but I'm just one of them niggas. I'm like, hey, Bud, you said you was past this fight, bro. Don't go back. Do not go back. Because this nigga was trying to sun you and embarrass you and diminish you and act like you didn't do shit, even though Mikey Garcia never did shit, even though Mikey Garcia just lost to a fucking tow truck driver. Like all that shit. I would just remember all of this shit and say, fuck you, Earl. I'm going my own way. I'm about to go fight these young guns. You understand what I'm saying? But that's just what I would do. Silas King said, what up, what up? Shout out to my dog, Silas King in the motherfucking building, man. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to my motherfucking brother, Nino, on the go with the laughing emojis. I appreciate you for tapping in, my G. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to my dog, 5 Central, man. Look at what we have here. All right. All right. I see where you're going. Shout out to Darren Young in the building. He said, what's good, guys? Salute, salute, bro. I appreciate you for tapping in. Excuse me. Oh, shout out to my big motherfucking brother, Mosquito Spray. One of the very few individuals I would listen to. I would just sit down and shut up and listen to this nigga talk about boxing all day like he Teddy Atlas or Burt Sugar or some shit. Shout out to my big brother, Mosquito Spray. As a matter of fact, I'm going to drop the link in the chat in just a sec, big bro. I need you to break this shit down for me. Silas King said, the walls are closing in. He needs to man up and fight. That's a cold, hard fact. Didn't I make a video a couple of days ago about that, about how the walls are closing in on Errol Spence? I could have sworn to God I just made that shit, Silas King, because he got Boots on one hand and then he got Bud on the other. And then you got Virgil on your heels too. Pick one. I think all of these dudes have waited a tad bit too late to make these fucking fights because now they either going to have to drop them belts or deal with the young guns coming up. And I pray to God that the young guns do not go Hollywood. The way that Errol Spence and Keith Thurman went Hollywood and Sean Porter and Danny Garcia. You know, I don't want them dudes to come up and act because they saying all the right shit now. But we all know based off of history that whenever these dudes get belts or whenever they get a decent fucking payday, they get a couple of chains, they start hanging around a few rappers and shit. They go Hollywood. You know, they change up on us, similar to Keith Thurman and Errol Spence Jr. But shout out to Silas King. Hell of a point. He also said, hold on. Silas King said, same. I was rocking with him before till I saw his coward behavior. Yeah, you talking about Errol? Yep. Likewise, my brother. I was a fan. I'm just disappointed, man. He let me down, man. He let me down. I didn't think he was going to turn out to be the guy that he ended up being. I really didn't. Nigga had me fooled. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to the big homie Gerald Fields in the building. He said, yes, sir. Get him. Hey, man, I love that goddamn, what do you call it? YouTube picture that you got right there for your, damn, I forgot the name of that shit. But yeah, you got the Jordan 6s up there, man. That's like one of my favorite shoes of all time. Shout out to you, man. That's a cold fucking shoe, the infrared 6s. Mosquito Spray, my big bro said, Spence bullshitted for too long, and now the walls have closed in. Facts. He ain't got no other way to go. I mean, he either gonna look to his left and say, damn, I gotta fight this nigga. And then he turned to his right. He like, God damn, I sure don't want to fight this nigga. That nigga meaning Boots, because he ain't nothing but a bigger, stronger version of Terrence Bud Crawford from the outside looking in. as far as him being a switch hitter and having pop in both hands, and he's naturally the bigger guy opposed to Errol Spence. Errol would, hey man, I think Boots would stop Errol. I ain't even gonna care. I think Boots would stop Errol Spence Jr. Yeah, I said it. And I'm sticking by that shit. I think he'll stop him. It don't matter, said Bud got at least 4 more years in him. He just have to work on his defense a little. But overall, I can see it. Yeah, I agree with that point. I think Bud can go back to those Victor Postal, Bradis Prescott type of performances and use his legs and shit and pick his shots and shit like that. I think he's talented enough to do it. But then again, Bud, I think he be getting bored in the ring sometimes. I think he really be coming in like, man, I'm about to stop every fucking thing moving. I really do. And I think sometimes that kind of works to the detriment of his skill set because he has way more boxing skill than what he's shown, in my opinion, as far as defensively. Shout out to my dog, Brian Mackey. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop that link, bro. Let me go ahead and drop the link. My fault. I'm just in this bitch rambling. Let me see. All right, I just dropped the link. I'm a little behind on the comments. Shout out to Sensory Pictures. He said, so you're buying into the 60-40 fairy tale, huh? What do you mean, bro? Buying into what? No, I'm saying I can see why some people would say that based off of the pay-per-view numbers. But I said on the flip side, I tend to agree with Terrence Bud Crawford because this man has been boxing damn near his entire life, right? And who are we to tell him how much money he should take when he's the more accomplished fighter who has been in the sport a lot longer as well, who has as many fucking knockouts as Errol Spence has wins, who is dedicated to the sport of boxing probably more than anybody outside of Canelo Alvarez, who is active in the sport. Fucking gym rat. So no, I'm not buying into that bullshit. I say the fight should be 50-50. Fuck it. Darren Young says Spence know he doesn't have much time left. He's finally realizing he needs Bud. I agree. Good point. I agree. Crawford would destroy Ennis. I don't know about that, bro. I'm not saying anybody is going to destroy Jerron Boots Ennis. Shout out to my big bro, man. Mosquito Spray live on the chat with E-Thriller, man. Talk to me, bro. How you feeling?
All right, I'm about to say it, man. What's happening?
Man, it's getting closer to that time, big bro. Break it down, man. What you think about Errol possibly showing up to this Bud and Porter fight? What you think about that?
Yeah, like I said on the chat, man, the walls have really closed in. He waited too long with the Crawford thing, with all the 60-40 and 70-30 and all that there. So now, if he's out with the injury, and you look at the IBF ratings, you know what I'm saying? It's 2 guys ahead of Ennis or whatever. But I believe it's either number 3 or number 5 is the lowest you can go down to defend if you're a champion. Right. So Ennis is probable. Number 1 in the WBC is I believe it's Ortiz. Yeah. And but Ortiz number 1 for the WBO also, or after Porter. So he's number 2 right now, but he'll be number 1 after the fight. So he I'm pretty sure he's gonna want Crawford. Spence, but if you think about it from Spence's perspective, man, how embarrassing would it be to lose to a prospect? You know what I'm saying? At this point in his career, he pretty much be done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he gotta have Crawford, and it would be poetic justice for Crawford to look at that dude and say, "Fuck you, man! I'm gonna throw you to this wolf." Yeah. And make him go fight Ennis, and make him protect. And the other part is, we don't know what Spence gonna look like when he come back. He come back from a detached retina. Exactly. He might not even be the same fighter. Yep. You know what I'm saying? He might need to take a tune up, but at this point, it's too late, man. This cat's about to be 32, only got 27 fights. Hey, big bro, he said tune-ups are for people that are unsure of themselves or fighters that are right. So I ain't trying to hear that, Yeah. He said he don't want none. He don't want no tune-up, but that's a hell of a point. Like I said, he's refurbished. We don't know if this dude is going to come back as the same fucking product you had before you turn him in for the warranty shit. Right. So but shout out to my bad. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, he desperate. Go ahead. Yeah, shout out to my dog B-Mac, man. You live on the chat with E-Thriller. Are you there?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, loud and clear.
What it do, fellas? How you doing, man, this evening?
What's happening?
Oh, man, I'm turned up tonight, B-Mac, man. We 10 or 9 days away from the fight. Go ahead, my bad.
No bullshit, man. I got to set up the Chrome on the laptop, man. That's the problem I have, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to set up the Chrome. But it's all good.
Shit after the show.
Yeah, it's all good, man. But What the fuck is Errol talking about now? You know, didn't he just say that he wasn't interested in going to any of the Terrence Crawford fights and shit like that?
Yes, sir.
You know, now all of a sudden he needs to go to the fight for what? What do you need to go to the fight for? What's the shit that he's, you know, he said before, why is he switching up now? See, Errol full of shit. He's switching up because he ain't got no choice. The shit fell through for him with hoops. That's what happened. All the Uga shit fell through, and he ain't got but 2 fights in him at 147. So now all of a sudden, let me go to Bud fight. You should have been done that shit years ago.
Man,
amen. Years ago. You started out, and this is the problem. You can't stop. You need to stop just stalling these fights out and shit like that, because all the shit goes wrong when you do it. Just go ahead and get the fight, get the money. You could have had a trilogy about right now and had more money in your pocket than you ever thought you would have. But no, they want to sit around here and stall these fights, and this is why he want to come to the fight now, because the shit is changed on him. Bud holding the cards now. That's the problem. And Earl full of shit. Shit. That's why. That's why he's going. That is why he's going, man.
Yeah. At the best, Spence can only hope to get 50-50 at the best. If not him taking 60-40. That's how desperate he is now. I'm pretty sure.
I agree.
He don't want no parts of Ennis, man, because that shit would be embarrassing. So it's better to lose to a champion than a prospect. Come on, man. Yeah. So he want to avoid that because he don't.
No question. No, I agree with you. No question.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, he and who knows? I mean, because we ain't seen Ennis in there with, you know. I mean, he looked the part, but Spence might could whoop him, you know. I mean, and Ennis got it right, he got it wrong. Maybe in about 2 or 3 years, when this cat comes to 47, Gary Antoine Russell, he lost to him in the trials.
You told me that.
Him in the trials.
You told me that.
Yeah. They had a box off. Now Ennis worked well. He lost. He worked way all the way back up, and then they had, you know, the last bout he lost. You know what I'm saying? But hey, and Russell been talking. He did an interview with Fight Hype. Somebody talking some shit. Say he won't Ennis in the pros. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I'm gonna keep my eye out on him. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, with this dude at 7 Central, I seen him in the chat. He was talking that shit the last time. I wasn't able to get in here. I saw him talking about the link.
Hold on. Oh yeah, that's the dude that was talking about Tank is number 2 pound for pound that I had to dust off last weekend. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, the link
he said Tank number 2 pound for pound.
Yeah, yes, sir. He said Gervonta Tank Davis is number 2 pound for pound, right? See, wait a minute. See, let me. I know the shit sound ridiculous, right? And the nigga is dead serious, big bro. Like, listen to this. The nigga had an issue with a post that I put on my page. I said I got Shakur Stevenson beating anybody ranging from 130 to 140, right? And of course, I guess he's the Tank guy. You know, he said, hey, Tank will, you know, destroy him with the which I, you know, it's his opinion. He's entitled to it. But he took it a step further. He said Tank is number 2 pound for pound behind Terrence Crawford. And I'm like, well, how the fuck did you become?
What about Canelo? And then
exactly.
Man, Tank ain't even top 5 pound for pound.
Bro, Tank ain't even in the pound for pound. How can you be in a pound for pound with only one real belt?
Yeah.
All the other belts were fucking underbelts, regular belts.
Yeah,
that's some bullshit. He's not even a champion, like you said. I mean, he's a champion at 130, and they still got him the baby, but you can't be pound for pound. You got baby belts, man. They're them Reggie belts. That's some bullshit.
Exactly.
I don't even know how he can sit around here and say that. He's just a fanboy.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous, man.
Sensory Pictures said Spence has made himself irrelevant. He's demanded damage goods now, and the only reason Crawford wants to fight is to shut the naysayers and knock down the myth to Spence. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Bud might just take it just to say, I'm a man. I've been waiting to get my hands on you. I dropped the link in the chat, bro. Go ahead, bring your ass on.
Who we on live with? Who we on live with? Who was that?
Who
we on live with?
Oh, that's my big bro, Mosquito Spray.
Okay, what's going on, Mosquito Spray? What's up, my brother?
What's happening now?
Ain't nothing too much.
Good be on it with y'all, man. I've been on it with y'all
same here with you.
A while back.
Yeah, he came on that Deontay Wilder pro show.
Okay.
Yeah. He said Wilder was fighting like a caveman.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was you, mosquito spray. That's right.
Oh, shit. Oh, but anyway, let me get back to the chat real quick, fellas. He said, shout out to Lash Pullman. He said, what up, E-Thriller? Just giving you a shout out. Just getting in from the gym, helping my son get ready for the Nationals in Shreveport, Louisiana. Hey, man, shout out to your son. Good luck, and y'all be safe on the way out there, man. Good luck. 5 Central said,
really?
whoa. I don't know about that. Errol still got skill. Boots don't want that with none of them. I disagree with you on that. But bring your ass on the live stream because I'm looking for you.
Man.
I'm looking for your ass. Shout out to Kevin Coleman said, why a change of heart for Errol Spence? Maybe Boots on his ass. Yep, that's what everybody's saying, huh? Would y'all agree with that?
Yeah, he's breathing down the neck, man.
Good point,
And,
Kevin.
he got and even from the other side, if you look at 54, you got Charlo right now with two of the best. Whatever happened with him and Castano, but even Castano got an amateur victory over Spence, man. It ain't gonna be easy for him, no matter which direction he go in.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So the best thing to do, I say, is better lose to a champion than a prospect. So he got to fight the one whoever. Well, I know Crawford can win this whole. But so he got to fight Crawford. You know what I'm saying? If Crawford let him now,
yeah, exactly.
That's what he's trying to do.
Exactly. Shout out to Alan Gomez. He said Bud and 8. Shout out to my dog King David. He said salute E-Thriller. What up, my G? Appreciate you for tapping in. Lash Puma said he lost 2 times to Russell. Okay. Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
5 Central said, okay. All right, bro. I ain't gonna keep telling you to come on. 5 Central says on drugs, saying that about Tank. I agree. The MCM belts. Y'all casual fans don't really watch boxing. Oh, yeah, this nigga trolling. Hey, yo, shout out to Darren Young live on the chat with E-Thriller. Holla at me, bro. How you feeling?
What's going on? E-Thriller, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Good, man.
What's
Good,
happening,
man.
man?
Go ahead and break it down. What you think about this Spence shit?
Oh, man. I think he coming to the fight, man. I think he know what's up, man. And he finally understanding that, hey, I got to go through Crawford to get these belts. Because otherwise, I got these young lions on my ass. Because if he look to his right, he got Boots. Look to his left, he got Ortiz.
I agree. I think I made that point earlier in the stream, bro. I totally agree. He don't really have that many options.
Yeah.
And Oog is already taken by standing on this, right?
Right. Which I think, the WBA punishing his ass for beating Pacquiao.
That's what you think that's about? I ain't even think about it like that.
Yeah, I did, man. Because it's just like, they kind of spoiled the party. You know what I mean? Like, shit.
Good point.
I think they wanted Pacquiao to get that win, and shit, it didn't work out that way. So, who guys got it, and now you got to go through hell with those foreigners, because it ain't gonna be easy.
I think this is your first time on my stream, man. I appreciate you for tapping in. So let me go ahead and get your prediction on record, bro. Who do you have in this upcoming fight between Bud and Porter?
Oh man, listen, man, I've been rocking with Crawford since 2013, since I seen the Gamboa fight. I say, man, this nigga got dog in him, man. But don't get it twisted, fellas. Like I said, I fucked with Spence, man. Like, until he just started showing that shady ass side of, oh well, I'm gonna fight Porter, easy route. Like, come on, man. Like, you basically doing the same shit Keith Thurman did.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But like I say, no way, shape, or form do I think Spence scared of him. I just think it was just a tactic that he had to pull because he knew what he was up against. But to answer your question though, man, yeah, man, I got Crawford, man. I got Crawford TKO 7, man. I think it can go one or two ways, man. It can go like the Derry fight, like how Derry tried to come and be aggressive, and Crawford had that southpaw open, and he jabbed him, and Derry leaned in, and he caught him and knocked him down in round 1, finished him in 9. Or it can go like the Brook fight, where we know Sean got a good jab. His jab is underrated. He got a good jab because he was tagging Spence with that fucking jab. But he can get too overconfident, but open up in orthodox. Then he close that gap, come out in southpaw, catch his ass like Brook in the fight.
Hey man, I like how you broke that shit down, bro.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Hey, shout out to Oh, okay, my bad. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, my bad. TKO 7. That's me.
Okay, I got you, bro. Hey, 5 Central on the chat, and then I'm gonna go to Lash Puma Skills. Hey, yo, 5 Central, what's popping?
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you
Yeah,
tonight, sir?
yeah.
I'm good. I mean, is he loud and clear this time, or like what's going on?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, man. Go ahead. What you
Word,
got to say
word.
about things?
Well, now let's start with the matter at hand. Yeah. Errol's he's funny, but the thing is like, what Errol was, he was so like banking on his Manny Pacquiao fight to fall through for him. It was gonna make him like the biggest star. So that's why he was talking all that crazy shit. Like, I don't need Terrence and all this other stuff, 70-30 shit. But then once he got the injury, you know what I mean, all his plans crumbled in front of him. So now he's like, yo, I need to find my best options. Pretty much what everybody else was saying. So like that, I get that. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I want to see him fight Terrence still? Absolutely. Do I think Terrence will still beat him? Absolutely. But the whole Boots Ennis stuff, I think he's really like a cloud chaser, bro. Like, I gotta see more from him before we say like, oh man, he's fucking with Terrence or Errol. Because let's not forget, Errol's still the dog, man. I hope he's 100% after his injuries and stuff like that. But I don't see Boots fooling with him. I don't think he's on that level yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think Boots fuck with Sean for real. Not yet. I gotta see him fight like Danny Garcia or somebody coming up before I even start putting him in conversation with people that been doing this for years.
Okay. Shout out to my dog Lash Puma, man. You live on the chat with your Thriller, man. Talk to me. How you feeling?
What's good? What's good, fellas?
Shit,
What's
man. Go ahead and
going
break
on?
it down. What you think about this Errol Spence showing up to Bud and Porter fight? Go ahead.
I think it's a weak move for him because like I said, he want to go play with his horses. First, I don't fight for ESPN. I don't fight for ESPN. I'm not thinking about Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, all of a sudden you want to go to the fight, but I don't agree with Terrence not taking the fight if he get in the ring. I think Terrence should take it and smoke him.
Yeah.
I think he should smoke him like his name is Bud. Smoke him. That's what I think. Shut him up, bag him up, and then go get all the belts, and then go to 54.
Yeah.
I feel that, Lash Puma.
Yeah.
I
Take
just
number
can't
two.
wait. I can't wait till the 20th. I got $800 bet at work.
Ooh.
Hey man, I'm gonna win so much money on this shit. It's ridiculous, bro. If that fight get made,
I can't wait
my
for this.
God.
People underestimate Bud, man. They just don't know. They keep talking about this one dude keeps talking about he ducking. Bud ain't ducking nobody. Obviously, y'all don't listen to his interviews, and they keep saying he on the other side of the street. He fought Miracon. Miracon was a PVC, right?
Mm-hmm.
They keep talking. He got dropped by Mean Machine. Okay, if he got dropped by Mean Machine, after that, you didn't see Mean Machine. He didn't win a round.
Hey
Now,
man, these dudes say anything to discredit or diminish Bud Crawford. They got motherfuckers out here saying that he ain't even go to none of Spence fights. He went to the Danny Garcia fight. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
His
Blue
goons
Blood said that.
his goons tried to jump on him. Tried to jump on Bud when he was at the
I don't
fight.
get that. Like these niggas will make up a bold faced lie just to prop up Errol. See, that's my biggest problem with the motherfuckers.
Man. But my thing is, I get tired of people talking about Errol fought top competitors, right? All right, so Danny Garcia, you consider him a top welterweight?
No, sir, not for me.
Right, because who did he beat?
Nobody.
He lost it to February. He lost both Spence and Porter.
Okay, his best performance to me was Matisse, and when he fought, I don't think he fought Matisse in 147, but he fought Matisse and he fought Miracon.
That was at 40. That was when he was at his best. At 40.
He was losing that fight. He was losing that fight to Amir Khan.
Man, that was at his best.
Yeah. He landed a no-look hook.
Yeah, that's what he do. That's what he do. Because he actually, like I said, he lost to Lamont Peterson. He lost to Herrera.
Yeah, Herrera beat him. And Peterson beat him hands down. That was ridiculous.
That was robbery. So I mean, then they like Sean Porter. Is he elite? No, he's not elite, but he fought elite. He got a good resume that he lost to the elite boxers.
Right.
So how is Spence top dog?
The only reason they call him top dog is he got 2 belts. That's it. That's the only thing. You know
But guess what?
That is the only thing they can say.
You remember when Pacquiao lost to Jeff Horn, right? Spence was so pressed to go get that belt from Jeff Horn, and then when Crawford got the belt, that belt don't mean nothing to me. He on the other side of the street.
Yeah, half the time they want to show him on the PBC broadcast, like WBO don't exist. So
yeah, I remember that shit. I remember.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Oh, he the cash cow. How you cash cow? They both got the same net worth, $8 million.
Yeah.
That fool making $2 million to fight, the most he ever made, and he gave 50-50 for this fight too, $8 million. Him and Mike Garcia had $8 million apiece. You get Mike Garcia 50-50, you get Sean Porter 50-50, but you can't get Terrence Crawford 50-50.
Yeah. And when did Mikey deserve to get a fight at 50-50 his first? He looked fat.
Yeah.
Shit, the fact that Danny Garcia got 60-40, I'm tripping on that. Like he shouldn't even got that with
no belt.
Yeah, with no belt.
Yeah. Yo, Latch Boomer skill.
Yes, sir.
I got a question for you, man.
What's the deal?
Where the hell do you get these dudes to bet some money for, man? God damn, I need some of that shit, man.
Well, you know what I did? You know what I did?
God damn.
You know what I did? I got the guys at work, but you know what I did to sucker the guy in? I bet against Canelo, right? I knew Canelo was gonna lose. I knew Canelo was gonna win. So what I did was I said, here's the money. You got to pay me back anyway on November 20.
That's pimp move right there. That's straight macking. Straight macking.
Oh, man.
Hey, yo, 5 Central, man, you need to get a new phone or something, bro. Every time you call in, you talking about your shit fucked up like I'm messing with it.
Hey, man, I got a question. Why the hell he got his name 5 Central, but he got the Roman numeral 7 up there?
That's what I was tripping on the other day. He corrected me because I was calling
that shit.
Well, I might can explain that.
Yeah, please do. Please
that's
do.
The same,
I thought I was the
guy
only
said
that caught that shit, man.
He got his numbers messed up. He said Tank was number 2 pound for pound behind Crawford. That's why.
Hey, bro, when I called him in the Central, he was like, nah, it's 5 Central. Like, all right, bet. My bad.
When he said that Tank was number 2 behind Crawford, I'm like, well, who did he fight?
Nobody. That's fanboy shit.
Saying that shit. I ain't never heard nobody say Tank was number 2 pound for pound. Ever.
That's fanboy shit, man.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Thriller.
Yes, sir.
What you think about Porter getting Tank Davis to spawn for this Crawford fight?
I don't think it's a good move.
He did. Tank is spawned with Porter for this fight.
Yeah, he's supposed to spawn with Porter. Yeah, I heard about that, bro. I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing because shit, Tank don't fight nothing like Bud. He just southpaw.
They don't have the same
southpaw.
And then his body frame, like they ain't even the same size, like length as far as reach. I don't get that.
Yeah, me neither. I don't get it either because I thought he was getting boosts to come in the count.
Yeah, now that would have made more sense for sure.
Yeah.
I think that shit is more for Tank, man. I think that's more for Tank.
Yeah.
That sparring session is more for Tank than it is for Sean Porter.
Good point.
Yeah, because he is fighting that Mexican.
He's fighting that tough Mexican. Yeah, that shit for Tank, man.
That nigga said, yo, because it's my name, Fire. All right, bet.
Your name wrong as a motherfucker. Drop the two Roman numerals out that joint, man.
He said fact Tank number 2.
Yeah. He think Tank number 2 pound for pound, and he think Tank beat everybody from 130 to 140.
So Tank ain't even top 5 pound.
He said he way better than Shakur Stevens.
That's a joke.
Man,
so he think
he done got his grown man strip now. He showed it in that damn Hearn fight. He can stop balls now.
Man, he dog walked him, bro. That shit was hard to watch for Jamel Hearn.
So he think Tank will beat Josh Taylor. That's a joke.
What?
Hey, yo, hold on, y'all. Hey, yo, shout out to Best of the Best live on the chat, man. We Thriller. Holler at me, bro. How you feeling?
Hey, 3, what's up with you? What's up, fellas?
Shit, man. Good.
That's what's up. Hey, I was listening to y'all chop it up. Y'all know I'm waiting too. Yeah, we waiting for Bud and Porter to get this over with. And of course I'm definitely with my guy Bud to set an example. set an example out here because a lot of people still haven't gave Bud the respect that he should have been got. So maybe we can get it off this because this definitely gonna be a stoppage. But yeah, go ahead, y'all keep on rapping.
Let me ask you this though, best of the best, before you go. What do you think about Errol Spence showing up to the fight?
Oh, about him coming. What about him? As far as Earl coming to the fight, I think that's good. That's a good thing. We need Earl to be at that fight because that'll probably make sure we get it done on the next one. We should be able to get it done. I think if Crawford come out and put on a performance that we're expecting him to put on, then if Errol Spence is in the building, that should guarantee that we can get that fight next.
Okay, so you cool with it. Bet.
But he got to get in the ring though.
Yeah,
he got to get in the ring.
He come get in that ring though.
Yeah, if you're gonna come to the fight, you got to get in the ring. Because he talked all that shit. He talked that shit about how he would never come to the fight and this, that, and the other. So if you're gonna come to the fight, then you need to get in the ring.
Right.
Yeah. Ain't no point coming to get in the ring.
I'm gonna tell you something else about that fight though that nobody really paying no attention to, right? About Sean Porter and Crawford. Now, notice how a lot of LDBC channels try to run the narrative about the fucking pay-per-view numbers, right? So now that shit get ready to bite them in the ass because Errol Spence and Crawford Errol Spence and Sean Porter did like 300, like between 300, 350 pay-per-view buys, some shit like that. Now Crawford and Sean Porter, don't let Crawford and Sean Porter outdo that motherfucking pay-per-view shit right there.
Well, they on their way.
A whole nother conversation right there. So if they do like 400 to 600,000 pay-per-view buys and they shit on his pay-per-view buys and Tank pay-per-view buys, we shouldn't hear nothing about that pay-per-view shit no more.
Oh, they going about to be on their way. That fight gonna break the bank. Watch what I tell you.
Yeah.
The narrative done too.
Yeah, ain't nobody think about that shit neither. They keep talking about motherfucking pay-per-view numbers now. Watch what's gonna happen. Watch what's gonna happen this time.
And who do you think they coming to see the most? They not Sean. They coming to see Crawford. They told he can't sell.
But and then you know what? But the thing is, you know what my whole point is? The whole point is anyway, right? When you get a good opponent, you gotta have a good opponent to get 500K or more on pay-per-view buys. People in their house not buying that shit. They not buying that shit if you gotta have something that motherfuckers want to see. All that you can sell out a venue, that shit don't mean nothing because motherfuckers probably want to go to a venue anyway. People, it's boxing down. What's in there? Everybody run down the venue, go watch the boxing. But buying that shit in their house for $75, oh, you better be giving them some shit they want to see. Both opponents, they want to see. They want because they curious about who could win this fight. That's what make you sell like that.
That's true. They curious about Crawford.
Hey, yo, shout out to Wu 36 in the chat. He said if Earl steps in talking that talk, all I want to hear from Bud is let's do without no bullshit, no diva demands, and don't disappear when it's time to sign.
Ooh. But did he keep that same energy with Earl though?
Exactly.
Did he say the same shit?
Hey,
look, Bud ain't gonna be trying to hear that 50-50 shit. I mean that 60-40
I ain't gonna be mad if Bud say fuck you and don't take the fight. I personally wouldn't be mad at all. Like I'm over this shit. Like I'm to the point. I don't care if they fight or not. Y'all know, nigga, I've been on a rampage with this shit, trying to push
check this out. The only limb that they living on to give him the Earl the A side is the fact that Earl sells more pay-per-view buys. They keep saying Bud only sold 150,000 pay-per-view buys. So if he sell more pay-per-view buys, then what? You might as well definitely say this gonna be a 50-50 fight. We can do this shit then. What's up? Let's do 50-50. I just beat you on the pay-per-views. I felt like I done more than you in my career. You feel like you done with more than me at 147, whatever. All right, let's cut it down the middle and get this shit done.
No question. No question. And Errol Spence shit is trending down. This shit is trending down. From Sean Porter to from Mikey Garcia to Sean Porter to Danny Garcia. Them pay-per-view numbers is trending down.
Yeah. And then in the ring, he ain't stopped nobody since Ocampo, man. You know what I'm saying? He's struggling to make that weight now. He huffing and puffing at the end of these fights now. He ain't stopping nobody.
Right.
And then the other thing that nobody's saying.
Watch that Tank fight. Watch Tank fight. Tank fight ain't gonna sell over 200,000 pay-per-view buys. Remember, I just said that. Tank fight is
Yeah.
not gonna sell over 200,000 pay-per-view buys. Remember, I said that. It's because of
They
the
gonna
fucking
say it did.
opponent.
They be lying
They
about the
doing that shit
numbers
on
though,
Sunday
Yeah,
King.
too.
They
they
gonna
gonna
tell us
say they
anything.
did.
Yeah, they
They
doing
gonna
that shit
say
on
they
Sunday
did.
too. It's gonna be NFL action on, ain't it? Why they trying to have that fight?
And
Man,
they
I
trying
I
to
want
mean,
go
they gonna.
against the NFL. They trying to go against the NFL
Yeah,
too. They fighting
that's
on a
ridiculous.
Sunday.
Yeah,
Is you
man.
crazy? What?
Damn.
Hey
They
man, I
fighting on a
challenge
Sunday.
everybody that's in the chat that follows me, bro.
yeah,
Do not buy this fucking fight. Do not
I
buy
mean,
that Tank
yeah.
fight.
That shit is
Don't do
Yeah,
that.
ridiculous.
man.
On
Because
Right.
if we buy
Sunday.
that fight, then
Because
he
you know
really
why?
ain't gonna make
And
no
then
fight.
how you going E3? You right, because how the fuck Floyd going? Floyd already said on an interview recently about 8 months ago and told all of us how he robbed the bank. He already put his
Yeah,
secret out there. He said he be robbing the bank. So how the fuck you gonna keep telling us you robbing us? You robbed us with a little bit of shit, but you gave us a good career. I respect Floyd, but goddamn Floyd, you robbing us now with Tank and you telling us you robbing us. No, I'm not buying that shit. No, no.
Don't
Nah,
You're
I
buy
not
it.
gonna
definitely
take
wouldn't buy
my
none of that
motherfucking
shit.
money and tell me that you robbing me. No. Fuck no. Fuck no.
Hey yo,
He not
Seven
gangstered up.
Central said, "I'll tell y'all this: if Errol somehow don't fight Terrence and loses his belts, Thurman give Terrence problems. Big fan of both though. Man, fucking Keith Thurman ain't fought in like 4 years,
Come
bro.
on, dog.
Man, get
Come
this
on,
shit
man.
out of here,
Oh, that
man.
nigga, that
Thurman to
nigga
get
smoking
stopped,
some good
man.
shit
well,
over
hold on.
They
Thurman,
get stopped to the
Thurman
body.
fought 2 times in 5 years, dog. They need to come up off that bullshit.
So that last performance you had against Lopez, there's no way in the hell you beat Crawford.
Yeah, he almost got stopped by Lopez.
Yeah.
Come
Crazy.
on, man. His skills is diminishing, man. The skills diminishing, man. One time is about over.
Yeah,
That's some
Yeah,
bullshit.
he
You
Yeah, it's
might have
cannot
to
diminishing.
be
be that
quiet, King.
inactive.
It's
He be
diminishing like
sitting
his
too
shape up in
long. You right.
ponytail.
Too much inactivity. He sits too long. Yes.
Yeah, it's diminishing like his shape up in ponytail.
Yeah.
Exactly. Woo
Shit, I don't even
36
think he
said
got the
Earl's pay per
ponytail no
views
more.
haven't been as high since the Mikey fight. That tells you all you need to know on who brought the fans. Good point.
Yeah.
A
yeah.
healthy, fully Thurman. Hey man, everybody disagree with you on that point, bro. Thurman ain't doing shit. Not with Bud.
First of all, Thurman need to get back in the ring, man, and fight 2 or 3 times, man, and sit back and show
Right.
everybody that he back.
Right.
He can't be in that fucking inactive. You can't do that shit. You can't be that inactive, dog. He not Ray Leonard. Come
I
on,
don't
man.
even know if Thurman can come back and take a fucking Virgil Ortiz and be safe right now.
Hell
I
no.
don't
I think
know.
Virgil will stop Keith
He
Thurman.
won't. He can't. He can't. I think
Shit.
a good fight, a good comeback fight for Thurman would be Adrian Broner. That'd be a good
That's a
fight for
good fight.
Thurman.
Yeah.
That's a
All
good
right.
fight.
Give
Yeah.
him a little
That sounds like
confidence.
something. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
something
let
to
him
get
build a little
warm up.
confidence up.
Man, Thurman not
Yeah.
a fighter. He's a conversationalist, man.
Yeah, that motherfucker. He like Teofimo.
I never
Hey
heard
yo,
that
he like
word. I like them
Teofimo,
new
bro.
words. A
He got more
conversationalist.
fucking interviews than fights. He just like Teofimo. Like they undefeated in interviews, boy. Them motherfuckers
No
gonna give
doubt.
you the interview.
No
Hey,
doubt.
don't be surprised you hear me drop that on a spade is a spade. Conversational motherfucker. Yeah. We got some conversational motherfuckers up there. Yeah.
Yo, fellas, did y'all see the virtual press conference today?
Yeah, I saw some of it. Bud didn't show up though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Bud
Yeah.
probably lied, man. Bud didn't want to talk to nobody until he had problems
hey,
with his
yes, sir.
internet stuff in Colorado.
Hey,
Bud
because
didn't
it's
want to talk to
crazy.
them people,
Yeah,
man.
Darren. Hold on, last Puma. What's up, bro?
Oh no, I was saying it's crazy because I seen on his Instagram when the press conference was starting, I seen on so-called Nelson Instagram that they was on the treadmill jogging together. So it's like, yeah, it's like he be like, fuck the media right now. Like I'm focused on knocking this dude out.
He ain't with all that little friendly shit. Sean Porter. Hey, yo, Bo, I just see you tapped in, bro.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's going
What
on,
they
man?
do,
How you
Bo?
feeling, man?
man.
You good? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Hey,
good.
talk to me, man. Break it down. What you think about Errol showing up to Bud in the Porter fight?
Shoot. Bud should be like, I don't know why he's showing up on my fight. I don't show up at his fight.
I agree. I'm petty like that. Go ahead, Bo.
But didn't Bud show up in one of his fights?
Yeah.
That's what
Bud,
Danny Garcia.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Bud probably show up there, be all drunk again and whatnot, man. You
Yeah,
know, you know,
I
you
don't
know,
give
how Earl,
a
you know
fuck.
how Earl is. Earl be getting drunk as hell, man.
Yeah.
I don't
Did
give a
y'all
fuck
see that
what Bud
video?
do.
Did they just put a video out? Did y'all see a video where Earl said something on a clip real quick? It was just recently out. He said something and
Yeah,
walked away,
Yeah.
but his face just looked like he was just coming down, or he was fucked up, or something wasn't right. I don't know. I think
Nah,
he
I
was at
didn't see
that
that
fight.
video.
Nah, I ain't seen it, bro.
Yeah, they got video. Forgot what he was talking about. They asked him a question, but the way he looked at the camera and turned around, and all the comments under there just talking about how he fucked up. Oh,
Oh,
it's
that was
like
a, that
about
was
100
that was
comments under there.
that was a short clip I seen. It was like a real short.
Oh man,
Yeah, it was a short clip, and he
Yeah,
walked away.
yeah.
Yeah.
damn
It's
man.
recent. Yeah, they said, damn, it was so many comments. I was laughing my ass off going through the comments.
No, I missed that one.
Yeah,
I
somebody
ain't
said he
seen
was
that one.
drunk. Somebody said he was drunk and his eyes was. Somebody said he was drunk and his eyes wasn't looking right.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That dude always be looking like that though, really. So I don't know, bro. I try not to get into that shit. I just try to keep that shit strictly boxing.
Right.
Why? Why that dude always got to give the damn subliminal ass messages and shit though, man?
Who?
Just come out and say what the
oh
fuck
yeah,
you want to
yeah, yeah.
say.
I'm talking
Errol
about
Spence.
with the belt,
Oh
with the
yeah,
belts and
he
stuff.
passive
Yeah,
aggressive, B Mac. That's that
that's
passive
that
passive
bullshit.
aggression.
Oh, he
Yeah.
was talking about Canelo. That's what he was talking about. He was
Yeah,
talking
that's
Nah,
about,
I
what.
he was
think
saying
nah.
something about
To
Canelo.
me, it almost sounded like he was taking a shot at Tank Davis.
What'd he say?
He was saying all these guys with these belts are capping like they really, I forgot exactly
Oh,
what the tweet was saying. It sounded like almost like he was trying to take a shot at Tank Davis,
mm,
either Tank or Tio. I think that's what it is.
probably Tio.
Probably.
Cause shit, Earl cool with Tank.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. We don't know who the hell he talking about. Are you talking about Canelo? You talking
I think
about
he talking
Tank?
about
You,
Canelo.
ta-
I think he was
you
talking
know,
about Canelo.
you don't know who the hell he talking about.
Man,
Because
Canelo beat the shit out of
Canelo
Earl
just
Spence.
caused a lot of noise with that undisputed shit. What y'all even think about that? As far as how
I was
y'all
gonna get
feel
to that.
about Canelo?
I was gonna ask everybody on the panel. I'm gonna start with mosquito spray.
Hello?
I want to know your opinion on that round 9 clip when they was having a conversation in between the fight.
Oh, with you talking about Canelo and Plant?
Yeah, when he was like, how's my skills and all this bullshit.
Well, I mean, as in the ring or whatever, I guess he wanted to kind of feel where he was at because he never been on that level before, so he was iffy about it. His toughest test was Uga Tyson, and after that, he pretty much babysitted the belt. Fought Mike Lee, the dude they used to be on them damn Subway commercials. You know what I'm saying? Him, and a couple other guys. Guys he knew he could stop or have an easy time with. Caleb Truax, that dude from Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Club fighters. So he had never been on that level. This the king of boxing. He wanted to know
Right.
where he stood, so he asked him. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
don't blame him.
B-Mac.
Because
Hold on.
he ain't
Yeah,
gonna be on that stage again, probably.
yeah.
Hey, yo, B-Mac, same question to you, bro. What was your take on that whole little clip that got released of them having
Oh
a
shit, man.
conversation?
My girl had called me, man. I had to mute my mic, man. I ain't know what the hell. What's going on?
No, I was asking you, what was your opinion about that video that came out with Canelo and Caleb Plant talking? I think it was in round 9 with Caleb Plant.
Man,
You like my skills and all this shit. What you think
that
about
lets you know that Caleb Plant was not in that fight to win. Okay? That's what the fuck is. What you having a conversation with a man you trying to beat for? Unless you talking shit. Like, take this motherfucker. Bop, bop. He ain't saying that shit. You want to get praise from Canelo while you getting your ass whooped? That's
Right.
some bull. Didn't he get knocked out like 2 rounds later?
Yes.
Come on, dog. You wasn't. I said this shit after the fight. After the fight happened, that from round 1, the motherfucker was not ready to fight. I mean, he did not go in there to win the fight. He went in there to try to look good and get some praise. And I don't know why people trying to praise him like he did good and this, that, and the other. This motherfucker would not even throw an aggressive fucking punch. He wouldn't sit down on shit. He just wanted to pity pat his way out there and paw at him all night long and run around the fucking ring. And I'm like, dude, that ain't even ring generalship. You are not, man. Caleb playing it on some bitch shit. That's what it was to me. I respect the man for going in there and risking his life and putting his life on the line. I give him that. But he did not come in there to win that goddamn fight, man. Not at all. What you
Okay,
talking
D-Mac.
to a man for?
Darren, same question to you, bro. What was your take on the Caleb Plant and Canelo shit?
Oh man, I thought that shit was too friendly. Fuck
Mm.
you asking them about your skills for, man. Wasn't you the same motherfucker who was saying he was a cheater, this, that, and the third? Ain't no friends in this shit, man. When that light come on, baby, that light come on, baby, all that friend shit go out the window.
Right.
I think he was just there to take a payday and lay down, just like everybody else.
Good point. I tend to agree with what you just said. Lash Puma, what was your thoughts on that, bro?
Man, he
Canelo
was
and,
thinking that he was thinking that man for $1 million a round, man. But he got $10 million to fight for the fight.
And that's true. His shit was over after round 10.
That's all that was, man. Read between the lines, man. That's all that was.
All right, I think it's on Best of the Best. What was your take on it, bro? Canelo and Caleb Plant.
Man, I tell you, Caleb probably just asked that question because I guess he was curious about his situation because he ain't never been in a situation like that. I dropped the video before that fight and told him, pretty much that Canelo was going to do what he did. Because Caleb Plant, I always seen. I watched a lot of fights on Caleb Plant E3, and everything I watched on him, I never seen no kind of power that showed me like how he was going to keep Canelo off of him. I ain't
Same
never.
thing I was saying, bro. I made
ain't never
countless
seen
videos saying that same point.
Yeah, I ain't never see that. So I was wondering how you gonna keep Canelo up off. He don't got no power. Like he don't hit hard enough at all in no kind of way. He could box a little bit, but pretty much turned out how I thought it would turn out.
Okay, so what did you think about the conversation though? Do you think it was too friendly or?
Well, as far as the conversation, I think that's what I'm saying. I just think that he made a conversation like that because he probably really wanted to know if Canelo thought he was good or not.
Okay, Bold, it's on you, bro. Well, what did you think about the Canelo and Caleb Plant shit?
I didn't think he was being friendly with the conversation. I think what it came down to is because Canelo predicted that he was going to knock him out in the 8th round. It didn't happen, so he probably was just like, "Yo, what do you think of my skills now?" Like trying to like talk a little crap to him and whatnot. As far as I think Caleb has decent power. I just think Canelo has a goddamn chin, man. The dude could take a shot. I mean, he took a Triple G shot, so
yeah.
I think Caleb where he messed up. He just let Canelo beat on the body, man, and that's why he got out there 2 rounds later.
Yeah, man, I pretty much agree with Darren earlier, bro. I really didn't like that friendly shit. I'm a fucking cold-hearted competitor, so I hate losing. Shit, half the time I hate winning, bro. So I'm a sore loser. Yeah, we if I'm hooping or something with a nigga because that's something I'm passionate about, I ain't about to be talking to you, bro, unless I'm talking shit. So I'm with B-Mac on that. Like, I didn't like that. You do that after the fight.
Right.
Especially after he bust you in your goddamn eye at the goddamn press conference at the weigh-in. I mean, whatever it was, a press conference.
And shit, rumors has it, I think they say he broke his orbital bone.
Wow. I ain't heard about that. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I heard he broke his orbital bone. You know what I mean?
I ain't heard about that either.
I heard a YouTuber say that shit. I don't know. I didn't hear no other place.
So what do y'all make of Sean Porter keep running around saying he gonna stop Terrence Crawford? Do y'all think he just trying to promote the fight? It's on you.
He trying to promote that.
Mosquito Spray, what you think about Porter saying he gonna stop Bud?
Man, well, Thurman, Garcia, and I believe Spence too all said he don't punch that hard. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how I think he gonna stop him.
B-Man.
Porter saying the only thing he can't say, man. Because at the end of the day, he know he can't outbox Bud. So only thing he can say is that that's his plan. To go in there and try to knock him out. That he's going to try to roughhouse, go full speed, all energy. That's his only shot that he got is to try to knock Bud out. So if he does do it, then you know what he say. Yeah, I predicted. Because what else he gonna fucking say? What can he say? He gonna box him? What he gonna do this? He talking about his fucking pivots and all that other shit. Whatever, man. He going in there to try to knock him out because that's the only thing. That's the only way he can fucking win. Plain
All
and
right,
simple.
Darren, it's on you, bro. What you think about Sean Porter saying he gonna knock Bud out?
Very promotional. Like, I mean, shit, he ain't knocked nobody out in a good while. I mean, I just think he really gonna be amazed on how strong Crawford is. I mean, it's just like when I saw that, I think it is just kind of like the Jeff Horn fight. I think he feel like he's the stronger guy, and it's just when he get in them trenches, it's just gonna be it's gonna be like a wild fest. Like, damn, like this guy really is strong. So,
Hey, yo, Last Puma, what you think, Last Puma?
Well, I got two things. I know it's promoting the fight, but you got to read between the lines. Porter talking about getting the football helmet, getting in the 3-point stands on the defensive line, getting that dude, man. That's what he gonna do. He gonna blitz him, man, and get punished. That's what's gonna happen.
yeah.
He said as soon as Crawford switched to southpaw, he gonna jump on him. That's what he said.
You know what he gonna jump on?
He gonna jump into some
that
shit.
same punch that he hit Kell Brook with.
Yep.
That shit gonna look just like Felix Diaz 2.0.
Yeah.
That's what I think too.
I agree with you, B-Mac.
What you got to say about
Porter.
that best of the best is on you.
What's that?
About Porter saying he gonna knock Bud out.
Oh, Porter talking is trying to build his own self-confidence right now. That's a self-confidence building situation going on right now because I think he know that this gonna be pretty much like this get ready to be like the situation with Canelo and Plant. This gonna be ugly. But I'm telling you right now, this gonna be an ugly situation. So he just saying that as a confidence builder. That's all.
Hey, yo, Bold is on you. What you think about Sean Porter saying he gonna knock out Terrence Crawford?
I think he kind of believes it, man. I mean, if you think about it, everybody look at Bud getting clipped by Gamboa, right? So they're gonna automatically assume he got no chance. They're gonna say he got dropped by Mean Machine. You know, they looking at all of that, and then there's some rumor talk about Brian Norman gave him the stanky leg or whatever the case is. But he probably looking at that and like, yo, I could catch this dude slipping because he's probably taking me for granted. And I know Porter hasn't knocked anybody out in a while, but Porter does have decent power because when he fought Keith Thurman, he hurt Keith Thurman to the body. And you know, and he put something on Spence too. So he got some type of decent power, but I just think he assumes that Terrence Crawford doesn't have a chin.
Right. I think the only way he might can be able to do it is if he get one of those. Not saying he should do it, but one of those headbutts just come in. He can make it nasty that way, but I just think he's gonna run into something just bad, bro. I really think it's gonna end like the Kell Brook fight. He gonna get confident, gonna use that jab. He might catch Bud with those overhands, but once Bud switch to that southpaw and see how that right coming, I just think he's gonna catch his ass with that left and it's over with.
Yep.
That shit gonna be a football game, man.
Yeah, Sean Porter gonna come out there,
it's gonna be nasty.
He gonna be juking and running routes and shit. He gonna walk right into a fucking hook or uppercut. I see it now.
Sean gonna go back to that same game plan like he did with Berto, headbutting and everything. It ain't gonna work for him.
Yeah, now he ain't got no choice.
Yeah, he gonna have to fight a desperation type of fight. He ain't got nothing to lose.
Right.
I mean, to be honest though,
was key.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, brother. No, go ahead, brother.
No, I was just gonna say, to be honest, I mean, you know, I don't think he's gonna beat, but to be honest, Sean Porter, out of all these guys he done lost to, right? He is probably like their toughest fight that they ever fought, though. Like he gave Keith Thurman a tough fight, he gave Errol Spence a tough fight, he even gave Kell Brook a tough fight.
Well, one fight he didn't give a tough fight. You guys beat him clearly.
Yeah, but even still, that was still a tough fight too, though. I thought Ugas won that fight too, but it was still a tough fight.
I gotta disagree with y'all on that one.
I think that might have been the only time
you guys win
I
that
ever
fight.
seen.
I ain't think you guys won that fight.
You ain't think Ugas won that fight?
No, he didn't do enough. He sat back in his pocket and tried to counterpunch Sean Porter the whole night. You got to do more. You got to do more.
I thought he bullied.
Now,
if they'd have scored that knockdown, there was a knockdown, then he'd have probably edged them out. But they didn't.
Right.
But if you watched that fight the way I watched it,
yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I was saying I thought he bullied Sean Porter, and Sean Porter had to turn into a boxer because he was going to try to slug it out with Ugas. Ugas was getting the best of him, so Sean Porter just started boxing.
Yeah, he did, and Ugas just stayed there. He just stood there. Mm-hmm. He wasn't as aggressive. Yeah, he was just trying to counterpunch, and that's what I saw. Yeah, he just tried to counterpunch the whole time, and I'm like, dude, you gotta do more. John was boxing; he was using ring generalship that day. That's the way I saw it. I mean, but it's a close fight, so I'm not gonna say say that y'all wrong and nothing like that, but I just saw it a little different.
Yeah, I thought Ugas edged him out in that fight. In my opinion, I thought he landed the more power punches, like the bigger shots throughout the fight. He had Sean Porter fighting a fight that he don't normally fight on the outside. Sancta said Ugas won that scrap. He did more than Sean. Landed the cleaner, harder shots. Was the ring general. Okay. But yeah, let me ask y'all about this Teofimo shit, right? Because y'all know how I feel about him. So I want to get everybody else take on Teofimo. Starting with you, Mosquito Spray. Is Teofimo the fucking undisputed champion at 135?
No, it's because Devin Haney got the WBC. I mean, whether he didn't, fight nobody for it, like it should have, or whatever the case, but he got the belt. Teofimo, he got the franchise. He out there with Canelo with the franchise belt in his hand. I mean, come on, man. And you got to get the real thing. You got to fight. You got to all 4 belts by earning them hoes. You know what I'm saying? You can't just call yourself that. You got the franchise belt just because you beat Lomachenko or whatever. Now I give him credit for the path he took. You know what I'm saying? He fought a few guys or whatever, but yeah, he act like he's on top of Mount Everest. Like he the king or something. He ain't. No.
B-Max, I ain't questioning you, bro.
You know how I feel on that bullshit. Damn well he ain't no undisputed champion, man. Look, the franchise belt is not a real championship belt. They gave that shit, made that shit up, and Lomachenko went and applied for that shit. So at the end of the day, I don't like how Devin Haney got the belt, but he is the champ. They gave that shit to him, and he the champ. But Teofimo is not the undisputed champ. He got 3 belts, and he got a franchise belt. He don't have the WBC world championship belt. So no, he's not the undisputed champ. And he needs to stop walking around acting like he's the goddamn undisputed champ and go ahead and fight the motherfucker so he can be undisputed. Stop bullshit.
Oh, on me?
Yeah, come on.
I guess it's on me.
That's
it, the best.
Yeah, you can go.
Yeah. I feel like how I feel on that. I usually a lot of things, especially that Brian say, we be on the same path. But I think on this one, Brian, I'm gonna have to say first and foremost, the fight that we watched on ESPN was presented to me as an undisputed fight. Okay, when we watched that fight, they presented it as undisputed. So I do understand where you're coming from about the franchise belt, being a separate situation. And it wasn't the super belt that Lomachenko supposed to have. He took another belt. I guess if that's what he did. I thought that they elevated. It's so confusing because I thought that when you had the super belt, say like I had a all 4 super belts, so I had the WBC super belt, and then they wanted to make me the franchise champion. I thought that my super belt is still staying with me, but I'm a franchise champion. That's how I thought the situation was supposed to go, which I'm not saying that that's how it went, but that's how I thought it went. I thought that I still keep my belt. So if I still keep my belt and then I got beat by Tio took my belt. So that's how I looked at it, Brian, and that's the only reason that I see it in a different way. But at the same time, it is a bunch of confusion, and Devin Haney could possibly still be holding the belt. But I'm thinking that fucking Lomachenko was still holding. So the shit is a bunch of fucking confusion, and it's fucked up. I just don't know what to say about that situation. Period.
Right.
But the thing to that,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, let me just chime in real quick. Like best in reference to that logic though, if they present it to you like that, then we might as well say Tank is the 3-division world champion because they present that he's a world champion by fighting for the interim belt or the junior belt because they present it as it being a world championship when it really is not a world championship. So just because they present it that way, that's still not the facts of the matter. And the facts of the matter is that Lomachenko gave the belt up to take the franchise, and they gave the belt to Haney, which was the super champion. And he took the franchise belt. And see, by them doing that, that's why he's not undisputed in my book. And what they should have did was make the shit vacant and let Haney fight for the belt against somebody instead of just going ahead and giving it to him. I don't like when you just give somebody some shit. They did the same thing, I think, with Charlo. Charlo, they gave him a fucking belt. You know, just like, okay, well, Canelo's a franchise or something now. Here you go. Here's the fucking belt. And I'm like, come on, man. You got to fight for the fucking belt. That's the problem.
That's why
there's a lot of confusion.
Yes, it's so confusing. That's why I say, Brian, I ain't even saying I'm right about that shit because I'm so thrown off and confused about it. The WBC they fucked everything up with that. That's just crazy, bro.
Yeah,
they basically been protecting the fighters, though. That's what that is.
Yeah.
They're basically protecting them. That's it.
That way they don't have no mandatory.
If that's the case, according to the best of the best opinion, shit, Canelo was already undisputed because he took the franchise belt at 160 right before he moved up.
Yeah, but he ain't had the WBO. He was supposed to have an undisputed with Andrade, and then he went up.
Right, that's what I'm saying though. But according to this, like he wouldn't have had to fight Andrade because you see what I'm saying?
No, Andrade had the WBO.
Oh,
WBO.
Yeah, he had
the IBF stripped him too. They stripped Canelo the IBF also and put up some grass between Triple G and Dervinchenko.
Okay.
Canelo damn sure could have he could have went for undisputed at 160 after he got the 3 belts from Triple G, right? He could have went on and did that, but I don't fault.
You know why he didn't though.
I don't fault him. I don't fault Canelo for not doing it because, like, I hear a lot of channels that fault him say, "Well, Canelo said he wanted undisputed at 160. He should have been undisputed at 160." But no, they not keeping it. The same energy is not being kept with for Tank Davis at 130. Why they don't say, "Well, Tank should have been undisputed at 130 and 135 and 140 or 140." One of those goddamn divisions. At least Canelo did go undisputed in one division. He completed undisputed. And I feel like when you go to the sport of boxing, if I went into the sport of boxing, I would want to complete undisputed. If I can't have a management that can get me through undisputed in some division that I fight in, then I don't even want to waste my time getting in the sport because I want to leave the sport undisputed at least in one division.
But they don't even look at it boxing like that no more. They look at it, they don't want to lose their and they in it for money. If you ask somebody, okay, back in the day when Durant was fighting each other, them dudes was great. But now you see somebody fighting, I'm like that, I'm undefeated. But you haven't fought anybody. You go fight for a chicken nugget belt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To say that I won. And you got people out here that think they know boxing, so he's the champion.
And you know what's funny about that? These dummies don't even realize they cheating themselves. Like Tank being cheated, he cheating himself out his own career. Because guess what? You gonna get the big money in the big fights. The big fights gonna get you the big money. The shit the people that's good. That's the shit that the people gonna go out.
But this was helping Tank out. I mean, because this was helping Tank.
Hey, hold on, real quick. I got beef, man. I got beef. E-Thriller. I
Yes,
got
sir.
beef, man. King David said, man, he going that pull up, man, on me, man. Come on, Kim, pull up, King David. Goddamn, I'm looking for you anyway.
Hey, the link in the chat. Let me drop
Nah,
it again. Let me
I'm
drop it
sorry, y'all.
again.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like I was saying, Tank got backing. He has Mayweather, the name of Mayweather. You remember that time when Tevin Farmer stepped to Tank and said, "If I get my WBC, you gonna fight, right, or whatever belt it was." He said, "You
Right,
got 4 losses." Tank went and fought a dude for 10 losses. You
right.
see what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Yeah.
how you, this dude Tevin is nice. He was in boxing since he was 19. Tank been boxing since he was 7, right?
Right.
This dude Tevin
Yeah, he ducked
used
him.
to fight 5 or 6 times a year. He didn't have it back in there, but he ain't ducked nobody. He fought
And let
5
me.
or 6 times a year. Got
Is
a
that
belt.
you talking about the dude from Philly, right?
Yeah, dude from
Right.
Philly
We
started
was in
boxing at
listen, we
19.
was in Baltimore asking for him when at that time in Tank career, we was right here in this city. Everybody was saying, yo, Tank, they should get Tank to fight the dude. We want that Philly Baltimore fight. We
But
want
Tank
that dude from
he ain't gonna
Philly.
fight nobody. Mayweather's not gonna give him nobody that has a chance to beat him. The same thing he said about Loma. Loma too old, but you gonna fight Gamboa. Come on, man. I mean, let's be for real now.
Shit,
So
Right.
we down here in
So
DC wanted that motherfucking Tank and
Hey,
Gary Russell
yeah,
hey,
fight.
and I'm gonna tell
Right.
you, Gary
You know what
Russell,
I'm
I
saying?
was just finna allude to that. I was
Gary
just
Russell
finna
been paying
allude
to
Shit.
to
fight
that.
this dude.
hey, hey, hey,
Nobody
That's
want to fight.
hometown right there, and
Yeah.
they still won't do that shit.
The
Now
same
check
hey,
thing.
this out. All that shit that we saying now, that lets you know, and that's all saying Floyd then robbed him for a lot of bread. That's a lot of bread on the table. Floyd
Did
done
you hear
fucked up a lot of money.
did you hear
No
that big
bullshit.
nose LB say? Mario Barrios brings more to the table than Josh Taylor at
Oh
140.
my God,
Did
Lord
you
have
hear
mercy.
him say that?
I heard when I
heard
heard
that
him
shit
say that
too.
shit almost. I sat there and looked at the camera like, oh no, the fuck he did not
But
Hey,
just
the
say
thing
Leonard
is,
that.
Ellaby will say anything, bro. He the
the,
same
No,
dude that
he
but
said
the, but the thing
Rolly
is, the
and
thing is,
Tank was selling
He
like
on that
hotcakes.
bullshit.
you have people out here believing it. They
believe
actually
in that shit.
believe it.
Oh
This
my
dude,
There's a
Yeah,
God,
lot of followers out
let
here,
the
man.
big ass nostrils
ain't it?
sucked up too much oxygen and drove his
A
ass
lot of
crazy.
followers,
Man,
man.
man, where y'all at? Where guys like whoever you talking right now and Brian and E3 Ella, man, where y'all at? Y'all say shit that like y'all take words right out my mouth. Like had people, but got people believing that shit.
because
Actually
they
got people following and believing that dumbass shit when he say shit
Hey,
like
and
that.
you
That's
know what
running a cult,
what
man.
pisses me off? What pisses me off when people say that they need to be like Floyd. Crawford need to be like Floyd and buy his way out. Crawford is not Floyd. Crawford is Crawford.
right. Thank you.
So
Thank
so
you.
so if Crawford want to stay with
A
Top
Thank
Rank,
you.
throwback type of fighter.
yeah, if
Thank
Crawford
you.
want to stay with Top Rank, right? Okay, I give people this example right here. If I
Hold on,
went to
real
a
quick, last
dealership,
Puma. Hold on. Breaking news, though. I don't know if y'all seen the video.
what's that?
City Atlas is reporting that Terrence Crawford is guaranteed to leave Top Rank after this fight. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying like people you talking about here across the street and all that. This the kind of example I give people. If I went to a restaurant, right, and all of them was Chick-fil-A, this is all of them was Chick-fil-A, I want to try different restaurants. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're gonna have the same promoter, same promotion company. So y'all got to work together. That's how I
Yeah.
try to explain to people. You're not gonna keep driving the same car. You're gonna keep changing things.
Like
That's how
they
you make
can.
stuff
They can
work.
work together.
And
Didn't we just see Furry and Wilder and we get ready to
Right,
see Crawford and Porter? They can
Yeah,
work
for the
together.
third time. Yeah.
They
right.
can
yeah,
work together.
definitely.
But like I said,
I
but you
mean,
see,
but now that Aaron out the picture, now I think it's gonna be even more easy to make.
it's easy to
Yeah.
make now.
He ought to stay in
It's gonna be
the fence so he can fight
Yeah,
whoever he wants.
true that,
it's
true
gonna be
that,
easy to duck now because
true that.
Earl.
But
I'm telling you, if Crawford was with PBC, he gonna duck him the same way that Thurman did. That Thurman ducked Spence.
But this how you know folks are following other folks and shit, and not even thinking for themselves. They say all the narratives that you guys just said, right? But they won't keep the same fucking energy when it come to Tank Davis, man. That's
Yeah.
some wild ass shit.
Because it's
Tank is not
Mayweather.
fighting nobody at all.
At
Because it's
And
all.
Mayweather.
they not gonna keep the same energy. They pray. You got a motherfucker in here like 5 Central, well 7 Central, because that's his goddamn name. He's sitting over here talking about Tank is pound for pound #2,
It's
but they won't
ridiculous.
keep the fucking same energy, dog, that they keep for Crawford.
It's
This shit
ridiculous.
is just mind blowing how you
Well,
motherfuckers just can't even think for themselves.
Like,
Yo, the
Are
funny
you a
thing,
man or what, dog? Or
because
a woman?
funny thing, he said Gamboa could beat. What he said the other day? He said Gamboa could beat all the fighters that Shakur Stevenson fought.
what?
He said that. I don't remember. He said that.
Yeah, he said
Damn, I
Gamboa.
don't remember. 7 Central said that.
Yeah, he said
Wow, I don't
Gamboa
remember
could
that.
beat like Jamel Herring and somebody. I'm sitting. I was like, what?
Man,
Like right,
cocaine
the Gamboa
is
right
a hell of
now.
a drug, man.
Yeah, this version of a Gamboa. I was like,
And then
oh,
I think I know what you're talking about. 'Cause I was like, well, shit, I never said Shakur is pound for pound or anything. I just said I think he beat these motherfuckers.
Listen, I heard the motherfucker. I heard the dude about 3 days ago. The dude BFTB said that Tank Davis has a better resume and it has a better career right now than Bud
Hey, yo,
Crawford.
best of the best. Hold on real quick, bro. Hey, we got to stop saying these niggas' names on my channel, bro, because they don't give me no fucking shout out. So let's please not give them niggas no clout.
But when I heard this motherfucker say that, my bad. But when I heard this motherfucker say that, I said, "Lord have mercy." Did he just say that out his mouth? That's how bad it is. What Brian just said about they won't have the same energy. They will not have the same energy at all. Anytime you will say some shit like that, that is terrible.
But peep this though, right? Listen to this. Listen
What
to
up,
this.
man, kid? I see you, boy.
How people, you know when they were talking about him trying to fight Thurman, Keith Thurman, Tank was. Do you know niggas was believing that he could beat Thurman?
No question.
Now, I said, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Seriously, though, come on, man.
They sipping the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Oh no, this is his best chance. You just know Tank got skill. Skill against who? He's fighting freaking things that's in my refrigerator, in cabinet, cans.
And they still be getting touched up by them motherfuckers.
Right,
Too.
you're fighting cans.
yo, amazingly, one of them dudes all of a sudden stopped with the Tank narrative and started critiquing him all of a sudden.
You just pay attention. You fought Santa Cruz, right? Who came up with 2 weight classes?
Yeah.
I think his best win
Like
was
one,
right?
No,
he came up with
one. He came from 26 to 30.
Okay, 26 to 30. His best win.
No, that was the 35.
Nah, they fought that 30. They fought that 30. Nah, they fought that 30.
Yeah, they was at 30.
Before the 30?
Yeah, because Tank had to make.
No, that was 35.
Nah, it was 30 because that's the only real belt
I remember now.
Tank got.
No, he got Pedro.
No, you talking about against Santa Cruz?
No,
Yeah, that's
the real deal, right?
I remember people was doubting Tank gonna be able to make the weight. Yeah, that was at 30. It was definitely at 30. Tank had to
Right
make
now,
30.
Tank is in trouble
I
right now.
gotta check that out.
Right now, Tank is in trouble right now. He's in between both of the Russell brothers. He in between the little brother, Antoine. Antoine is a beast. He's a beast.
Yeah, but I think Antoine gonna move up though.
He at 140 right now. He's a beast.
Yeah, but I think
he said he won't boost again in the pro. He beat him
he beat him twice. He beat him twice.
Yeah. He won't. He say he won't again in the pro.
He lost the first time.
That dude got to be a bad motherfucker to
let
beat
me tell you
not
something.
once, but twice.
Let me tell you this, E.
Yeah.
E. Billy.
I'm not saying I don't believe y'all. I'm just saying he got to be a bad nigga.
I seen this little youngin. My oldest son used to before the gloves went down to Sugar Ray some years ago, right?
Yeah.
I seen this little youngin. The whole Russell family was down there. The youngin lost the first round. Gary comes out and says this. I bet anybody right now, my little brother come out and punish this dude. I forgot who was fighting down there in the glove. He beat the brakes off of him second, third round. That little youngin like that, Joe.
Yo, my only thing is,
they got one that fights on YouTube with him and Boots. You know, look at
my only thing is was Gary Russell Pops drinking when he had the second one? He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna name his ass Gary too."
All of them names.
Like, what the fuck they all named Gary?
Just like Joe Foreman, they daddy like that or whatever. I guess.
I know one thing. If you fought that family, you had a trouble with that family around Capitol Heights.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, it's 30.
Yeah, that was 130.
Right on.
Yeah, he got one. Tank got one super belt at 130. The other 2 belts is under belts. I call the other 2 belts. Case if y'all ain't heard me say it in my shows, they CBB belts. I call them confidence builder belts, aka flea market belts.
Yeah, I got Reggie belts.
The only legit one he got was when he beat Pedraza. That's the only one that's
Right.
really good.
That's
Right,
the only
right.
two champions he got. He got
Yeah,
The Brazza belt,
I call them Reggie belts.
man, my
yeah.
belt's worth more than I got MCM belts and Valley
Reggie
belts, man.
belts, you can call them Reggie belts, whatever, all of that. Yeah, they're a little bit of, yeah.
Oh yeah. Earlier, talking about the franchise. Now the reason they made that was for Canelo, political, of course. But the function of it was supposed to be once you got that belt, you can move up or down, and then once you come back to the division, you are the number one contender for that belt again. That's what they said. The rules was with the franchise belt.
Oh,
Hey, it's funny you said that because I remember Gary Russell saying the same thing about his WBC belt whenever he was thinking about moving up in weight.
Yeah.
damn. Okay.
And that's another reason. All these cats talking about Crawford need to sign with PBC. Gary Russell's a perfect example why he should not. He's been in Al Heyman doghouse for years.
Yep.
He won't give him
Yeah,
Santa Cruz
that's
or
good.
Tank.
Yeah,
And that's why he
Yeah,
hurt
my
once a
thing with
year.
that too. My thing
That's
with
because he
that
didn't
too.
follow the
I
script.
want to sign with the PBC anyway. He making more money with
Hell
Top.
no.
He
He
is.
making more money with Top Ring. I don't understand why he would sign with PBC.
With the
I
PBC.
wouldn't.
I think if anything, I think he gonna do a partnership with probably Jay Prince and them.
I
I
think
would
he
say
should go to
independent, man.
Dad. He should
He
go to
should
Dad.
Either
should
them
go
What
on
would
his
he
or
own.
get out of?
Rock Nation.
If he
What would he
punished
get out
Porter,
of? What would he get out of doing that with PBC though, man?
nothing.
Nothing.
If he punished
I
Porter,
think
he's on his
Terrence
own.
Crawford best bet is to just be a free agent like
Yeah.
Canelo. That way he
If-
can bust moves whenever he want to bust
Yeah.
them. He ain't obligated to be with nobody.
This right here is a statement fight.
Yeah.
If he punished Porter right here, he needs to go on his own.
That's why he's going to
Yep.
punish him
Yeah.
because he know everything is on the line. Everything
Yep.
is on the line. He
Yeah,
got
but
to.
Well,
you
yeah, he got
gonna
to blow
back
him out.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
got
Yep.
to punish him.
Yep.
You blow this
He just
dude out
got to
right here.
win, man.
One thing he did say, he said, "I'm gonna show y'all the reason why the PBC fighters was ducking me." He said that in his own mouth.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah, B Mac, a win is a win. I'm just saying, like, shit.
Yeah, yeah.
He
Win
just
is
got
a
to go
win,
out
man.
there and win because if you lose all of that free agent, like, you can forget about all that. Like,
Yeah, he better go
he
sign
gonna
with Golden
sign you,
Boy or
but
somebody then.
yeah, it ain't gonna be the same. So he got to win for sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, E man,
Yes, sir.
what you think about Charlo?
Which one?
Which one now, man? Jamel or Jamal?
Both
Well,
of them.
shit, both of them did some
Both
fuck
of them.
shit at the
Nah,
fight.
Jamal,
Oh man.
Jamel's the one that
Yeah.
got smacked. Jamel got
Yeah.
smacked.
That was messed up, man. That
Jamel?
was messed
Yeah,
up.
Jamel
So
got
what
smacked.
happened? Like, did Jamel say something out of
Yeah,
pocket? Or
no,
Yeah.
he
He
said something out
told
of
he
pocket
told her
Yeah,
he
about his
told her
wife.
he told her
hold on,
he
y'all, one at
gonna
a time. I
he
can't
gonna
hear you. One at a time.
okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he told her he's gonna kill him and his woman. And
Ah,
her
yeah, he
slapped his
tripping,
ass.
bro. That dude
And
there.
then Jamal trying to bully fans and shit. He slapping the phone out the man's hand, mugging him while he walking off and shit.
I
That
saw
shit
that.
ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Y'all know me, bro. I don't like them niggas. So
Man.
I
hey,
don't like
he
them niggas. I tell you, I don't like.
he told he was gonna kill him and his wife, and then he got slapped.
Yeah, he's supposed to do that, bro. You got to keep the women out of that shit, bro. Come on now,
That nigga got one of these.
bro. Why that nigga walk around mad all day? Like this nigga's a millionaire, got a beautiful fiance, got kids and shit. You box for a living. Why the fuck are you mad all the time? That
Man,
nigga need to get some pussy or something. Like, why are you mad?
Man, I'm gonna tell you the
I'm gonna
funny
tell you why they mad.
Somebody say he was on dope.
Yeah, Tank said he was on dope. Tank said he was on crack. He
They
was on-
sure did a
Coke.
while back. You're right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you the
I'm-
funniest thing, Joe. When Tony Harrison was getting that dude on the press conference, man, where he told him, I heard that you don't like fighting in December, so I faked the injury. And yeah, your coach told me that you don't like fighting. Man, he had Jamel hot.
Oh yeah, he was under that nigga's skin.
Man,
That's
he
one of the
had
best
that
videos
Joe
ever.
hot.
I still be watching that shit. That shit funny as fuck.
Hey,
Tony Harrison.
but
Hey,
I
look,
think
them guys want to be gangster, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, so funny, man.
When you do that type shit that they do like that, you want to be gangster. You know what I'm saying? It ain't if it ain't in you, it ain't in you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta try to portray to be this motherfucker, and you not. And they got this persona that they so tough and this, that, and the other. That's their little MO. They trying to be gangster, so they want to do gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? They got money. They think they just super paid and shit. They got this aura about them where, yeah, well, we this, we that, I'm champion and shit like that. I just want to be gangster, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do gangster shit. That's when you get hurt.
I was about to say, B man, they're gonna mess around and come across the right one. They ain't
Well,
gonna
no
fall for
question.
that shit. Gonna split their wig.
You talking about the
question.
Charlo?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you 100% correct. That's what's going on.
The Fagos.
yo, you know what's so crazy, man? Is about let me see, it was like this year. I guess when Jamel spoke against Wilder, and rightfully so, when he said he thought Wilder got his ass whipped. Wilder said he was gonna slap the shit out of Jamel. And Jamel was like, yeah, if he slaps shit out of me, he gonna die. But then Herb just came and slapped the shit out of his ass, you know what I'm saying?
Herb gave that nigga.
Oh God, it is. Ain't that what they say?
Man, hit him with that Rick James slap.
Oh, good point, bro.
You know, it's two people that the Charlo scared of, right? Two boxers they scared of. When you scared, one of them scared of Danny Jacobs, the other one scared of Charlo. I mean, you're scared of Herb.
Man, my thing is though, like
Andrade though. Both of them scared of Andrade.
My thing is, like Brian just said, man, why don't you just do your boxing careers period and just live a good life, man. Take care of your family and your kids. That's gangster shit. Do that type shit. You know what I mean? Take your kids to school. Do the right shit and feed your family and do what you're doing because you already on the right road by getting that bread. You got the money up to the digits y'all dream of getting to, so you there. So let's do what you gotta do to stay there, because you ain't gonna stay there getting caught up in that shit. And the whole real thing about it is, you not even really built like that for real. Real niggas, grown up niggas could really see that shit. I could see right through the Charlos. That shit is not in them. They not from there.
And
They is not from there.
That's why people hate Bud. That's why people hate Bud, because he don't talk trash. He just chill.
And guess what? Bud is quiet. Bud is the type of person to me. I don't never seen him been around him a day in my life, but just from how he is and his character, he the type I don't know. I don't know how to judge Bud, because Bud don't be running his mouth and talk. Bud just come to boxing and do what he supposed to do.
And that's why people don't like
get out. That's it. That's why they don't like
the ring and kick ass. He ain't interested in interviews, publicity, promoting. He don't care about none of that shit.
With Jamel though, with Jamel, I think it's a front, man, because I went on Jamel's YouTube page and he act nothing like how you see him out in public. That dude be all relaxed and shit, be wanting to do things, you know, for people or whatnot. And you know, he get out in the public now, he want to act a fool.
Man,
I'm gonna tell you that shit.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this, like real shit. And I want to see them be successful and do the right shit. But like a place like here, like my city, the Charlo dudes, it ain't even good. That would not be ever pleasant for them to pay a visit here with them type of attitudes and pretty as they is. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, do your homework. It would not be pleasant for the Charlos to pay a visit here, because they definitely, all that shit, they coming up on all that shit. They might be naked when they leave up out this bitch.
They ain't coming to the district either.
Hell nah. Hell nah. Hey, and I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't know which Charlo it was, but I knew that they wasn't who they was acting to be. That first time when Danny Jacobs found that motherfucker in the hallway and his whole energy changed.
Yeah, that's Jamal.
Said, yeah, it was Jamal. I said, them motherfuckers ain't like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yo, you remember the dude that was on the side instigating? Talking about, it's about goddamn time.
He was about to get slapped. Danny Jacobs was about to slap the shit out of the motherfucker.
Andrade always charging him up every time he seen him too.
And they took him off for his bag up there in New York.
Oh yeah, you talking about the chicks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 the chicks robbed him and shit up there in New York.
yeah, yeah. I remember that.
Got robbed by
Man,
some
that
chicks
shit.
at the
I
club.
remember that
Man,
shit.
let me tell you something. That shit too fast for them up there. They don't know what the fuck going on. I can look at them now. Man, they don't know what the fuck going on up there. They lucky they just got these bags took. Man, they better stop playing and do they box and shit. For real.
Yeah,
And
for real.
what he lost like 200,000? What he had like 200,000, some shit like that? What was it?
Something
I
like
think
that.
I think like 20 or something.
20,000?
But yeah, but I'd be mad about one. You know what I'm saying?
You
Yeah,
ain't
that's
lying.
what I'm saying.
You running
Why
around
you
with that
carrying
kind of
all that
money
shit
in
in
the
the
bag. Why
club?
you carrying that shit in the bag in the club in another fucking
That's
state
Yeah,
what.
like that
I told you,
anyway?
people trying to get that Mayweather persona. They trying to be like
Hey,
Floyd Mayweather.
yeah. With them
trying to
designer
be like
backpacks and all
Mayweather.
that mess.
That's that Adrian Broner shit.
Man,
Look where he at
Yeah,
now. Look where he at now. And he want to be
Man,
so gangster. He want to be so tough.
that shit ain't
yeah.
good.
I'm
He ain't
sorry,
buy a
man.
fight. Al Heyman would
In
not
my
get in
era,
there.
man, we just didn't do shit like that in our era, man. We
mm.
just didn't.
Nah.
You did not flash cash, man, in our era. Your ass would get robbed like a motherfucker. I'm just saying. All that shit with these little money phones and shit like that. I'm
Put
just
them,
not used to that shit, man.
put the money.
Man, we wish a motherfucker would
I
have
know,
showed
yo.
some money
Look,
out there, man.
they
Come
spray,
on, dog.
spray the money on their arm and all that. Man, come on, man.
That's
Yay.
what I'm talking about. So I
Yeah.
don't know how they
Come
doing that
on,
shit.
dog.
I
That
don't
shit
know how
wouldn't
they do.
happen. Come on. Shit, we pulled $20 out. We
Niggas walk around
cuffing
with
it and
Louis
shit. Like,
Vuitton
hold up, nigga.
bags.
A bag full of
Yo,
damn money.
you can't have no. You
Like
got
an
Louis
idiot.
Vuitton bag. Y'all sitting the bags down and all that shit. Niggas know you got money in the bag. Somebody get.
Bro, that's one of the reasons why I don't like going to strip clubs. And I never have, because it's like shit. Nigga looking at you tossing money and shit, man. Fuck out of here.
Man, it's
Shit, I tossed my money at the strip club, E. When I
Shit,
went,
I ain't gonna lie,
Hey,
man.
man,
man, I put my
I ain't showing shit.
shit. Man, I was throwing quarters and nickels and all types of shit up in that motherfucker.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. The
I
only
never threw a
time,
dollar.
yo,
That's how
if I
I
go
think
to
it
the
be,
strip
man. Like,
club,
fuck that. I'm a clean nigga anyway. Shit, I'm on point.
Nigga, I had quarters and shit and pennies and nickels and shit.
yeah, only time I went to the strip club if I was picking up a chick, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian,
Nah, strip clubs were one thing.
Brian,
Yeah.
and you from down here in my area, so I know you know about McCombos and Irvins and the Penthouse.
Yeah, Urban's penthouse and Skylark and shit. Motherfucker Skylark had bullet holes and motherfucking stab wounds and all types of shit in them chicks up in there, man.
Hey,
It was a
136, I bet, bro. I bet.
that shit was an old Roy Rogers.
Yeah, it's gonna have bodies in the back of the parking lot.
Man, how you gonna have a motherfucking strip club out of Roy Rogers out that joint?
They had the old joint on West Virginia Avenue. They put it on New York Avenue.
Yeah. That joint right around the corner from Trinidad.
Yeah. So you get out, you get a whoop.
You know, bullshit. Oh shit. You taking me back there, lads?
Then you got Montana Terrace at the top. Oh nah, you can get winning.
Hey, yo, let me ask y'all this before we close this shit out. Who do y'all think beat Canelo and why? Mosquito spray is on you first.
The only guy that I give a chance to beat him, if you go for 75, would be the B to B ass, because I don't know how his shot's gonna get to. The dude fight like a caveman too, but he touching guys and they passing out, and he either 16 or 17-0, all knockouts. You know, he'll stop everybody, and he was a more highly touted guy coming out of the Russian system. He was more highly touted than Kovalov was when they came out of it. So I mean, we'll see. But other than that, I don't see nobody beat Canelo up to 75.
B-Mac is on you, bro.
I got two people. One I had to agree with Mosquito Spray on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a tough fight. I don't think Canelo's gonna take that. If he do take that, you know, that's gonna show me that, you know, he's really about that life. The other one, man, is Demetrius Andre. And the reason for that is because Canelo ducked his ass. It's something about that dude, man, his fighting style that they don't want to see that shit. And if it was, man, you'd have went here and unified it and made undisputed with that dude already, because they was already with the zone. So it was something that he seen or his camp see about Andre that they just not feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's them the only two dudes, man, that I really think that style wise, and of course Better Be got that power. You know what I'm saying? That can do Canelo. Other than that, man, I don't know about David Benavidez, man. I like him, man, and he got that shit, but I think I just haven't seen him enough, man, in reference to the competition, man, to see if he's gonna do that against Canelo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, them two right there, man.
Yeah, Andrade. I wouldn't think about Andrade. He'll give him problems, man. Cat a 6'2" southpaw. That's what make him difficult.
Yeah,
he can box.
Okay, Darren Young, it's on you, bro. Same question.
Yeah, I think Batervia, man. I think his style would be too much for Canelo to keep him off of him, man. I think like a mosquito spray say, he putting motherfuckers in hospitals off body shots. You know what I mean? And I seen how he took a shot from Caleb Plant that kind of had him gassed, and you know what I mean? I just think you ain't gonna get. I don't think he's gonna be able to get gas against that Russian. I just think that Russian gonna lay him out. I would say Benavidez, but I just think Benavidez is just too wild, too cagey, and I think he'll fuck around and get caught with something, and then Canelo will just beat him on points. So I'm gonna definitely say Better BF, man. I'm gonna say Better BF.
Okay, Lash Puma is on you.
I'm gonna go with I like David if he's disciplined.
Yeah,
and because he don't back up, he's fast, quick. You need to work on his defense, but I think he'll walk Canelo down, going towards him with the punches, the fast punches. Canelo ain't really seen that with a bigger guy like that, like the tall guy like him.
Hey, I can interject real quick. I just think, you got a good point on that. You got a good point on that. He is fast. I just think, can he stand 12 rounds? And what happened if Canelo start touching him to that body?
That's why I said if he's disciplined, I think he can do it. But I'm also going with Boo Boo also. Because if for some reason that nobody want to fight that dude, and he said himself, he steps to everybody's press conference and try to get a fight. And he said it's politics, not politics. It's politics in this game.
Yeah, that's crazy how that dude can't get no fight, man. Best of the best is on you, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Benavidez at 168 or Benavidez at 175. Either one of them, I feel like it could be a problem for Canelo and potentially could beat him. I've been wanting him to fight. I've been wanting to see him fight Benavidez anyway for a while, so I'm hoping that we can get that fight next.
Likewise, Bold is on you, bro.
Hey, I don't think Better Biev is really. I think Better Biev is almost tailor-made for Canelo, man. Better Biev been dropped a couple of times by lesser opponents. You know what I'm saying? He's too flat-footed. But I think Andre is one of them, and then I think Bivol will give Canelo problems because Bivol got power and he can move. He can stick and move at the same time.
I think he'll put a weight clause on Bivol. That's the only reason why I didn't say his name. He gonna put a weight clause on him. That motherfucker should be at cruiserweight.
Bivol fight at 175, right?
He do
75,
yeah.
175.
175.
But he's a smaller. He's the smaller 175 guy.
He is.
Because remember, Canelo try to fight Bivol at a catch weight already. He before he got the fight with Plant, he was trying to fight Bivol and try to use a catch weight on him.
Yeah, he's trying to put a weight clause on his ass.
Whoever brought up Bivol.
Sir?
Best of the best. Your shit cutting out, bro. Yo, best of the best.
Yeah.
Your shit was cutting out. What'd you say?
Oh, I said whoever brought up Bivol, that was a good name to bring up. Bivol. That was a good name. I forgot about him. Yeah, that's a good name.
That's the only reason I ain't saying because I think Canelo try to put that clause on him like he did Kovalev. I don't think he can do that with with Benavidez. They the same height, but to your point though, bro, he is flat-footed, but it's like Oscar De La Hoya say, when Canelo throw that left hook, he keep his shit open, and I just want to gauge the Marcus Brown fight for Benavidez, because I think he gonna knock Marcus Brown out.
He might kill Marcus Brown.
Yeah, I think he's gonna knock
He
Marcus
might kill
Brown
him.
out. I was just watching the Jean Pascal fight, and he gave
I
Jean
remember that
Pascal
fight.
work. But man, when Pascal caught his ass with that motherfucking right, I thought it was a lullaby for him. They better be glad a MD came, because he was finna go to bed.
Yeah, man, I put up a poll on my page 2 days ago. It got 59 votes. I said, who should Canelo fight next? Triple G got 2%, Better Beef and Bivol got 20%, Andrade got 17%, Benavidez got 44%, and Jamal Charlo got 17%. So the majority of the people want to see Canelo fight David Benavidez, and I think David Benavidez is the answer for me. I think he's a matchup nightmare for Canelo. To Lash points that he stated earlier, and also to Darren's point, I don't know if he's going to be able to take them power shots. That's my only reservation about it. But outside of that, I think he's going to pose a lot of problems to Canelo with his combination punches. He's rangy. He got the length. He got the jab. Shit, he can work on the inside as well. I think he can outpoint Canelo.
Now, if you want to see who he want to fight next, I want him to fight Charlo next.
Oh, I think he gonna knock Charlo ass out.
Yeah,
that's why I want him to fight Charlo.
I think he'll dog walk Charlo.
He gonna
that's why I want him to fight Charlo next.
Oh, okay. So you want to see Charlo get dusted off?
Yeah, get that bullshit over with. Get that bullshit over with, man. So we can go ahead and move on.
He almost got knocked out on Joe Tate. Shit.
Yeah.
One more
With Montiel?
Brian right though. I'm with Brian on that. Get that shit over with, motherfucker. Right, let Canelo walk his ass down real quick. Fuck.
Yeah, I get tired of motherfuckers bringing his name up, Charlo, like he did.
Yeah, so we can go ahead and end that shit.
Who was the last dude that Charlo fought? The last guy that Charlo fought, he was
Montiel, yeah.
No, before that, I'm sorry. Before that, he was a fill-in.
Oh, you talking about Matt Carball?
The dude,
Carball.
I thought Carball beat him.
Yeah, he did. He gave
me
Charlo
too.
some problems.
Me too.
He was a fill-in.
Yeah.
Southpaw.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. No, it was Derevchenko. Charlo,
Yeah, he scored
Charlo. Charlo beat him up.
He beat the hell out of him.
But Matt Carball was a fill-in when he fought.
He was a fill-in.
Yeah, at the time. Yeah,
because he was supposed to fight Willie Monroe.
He was giving dudes. He was giving Charlo some problems.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, that thing is, I don't think they do well against Southpaws, and that's why they probably don't want to fight Andrade.
Yeah, they claim that he back when they was all at 54, when both brothers was at 54. One of them supposed to fight Andrade. He said somebody wanted enough money for him, so they said he did at the last minute. So they both vowed that they'll never fight him because of that.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. But I heard Andre fucked up a lot of business like that too.
Yeah,
but ain't Triple G? Is Triple G and Murata get ready to fight? Ain't they supposed to unify?
Yeah, December something. I think it's
what the
late
fuck
December.
is Triple G doing, man?
So Triple G get ready to unify. So Triple G trying to get the belts back again because he had 3 belts before. So what he trying to do? Get back in position to get all the belts again or something?
I think he want to fight with Canelo.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I think he's trying to position himself for a third fight with Canelo. In my opinion,
I think he's definitely trying to cash out with that Canelo.
I think that's the fight the next watch.
I feel like if Triple G fight Murata, whoever win that fight, why won't Jamel Charlo or Demetrius Andre just fight the winner of that fight?
Well, nobody wants to fight.
You also got to
They're
think
calling
of
out Triple G, but Triple G don't want to fight Charlo. I will say that.
But you say he got a fight coming up though, so he can't fight Charlo right now.
No, I'm saying before that.
In general, he don't want to fight. He don't want to fight. I know he definitely don't want to fight Andre.
Yeah, he don't want to fight Andre.
Yeah,
that's
nobody
why
want to fight him.
holding that shit up.
And that's another thing. Why don't nobody want to fight Andre?
The dude
They don't want to lose.
That's a dangerous.
Because he's an awkward fighter, right? He got power in both hands, right? And he can fight on the front foot and the back foot. He can give you angles.
Yeah.
So nobody, and he's a southpaw. So
What
nobody.
Brian? Hey
Though,
Brian, where you at,
Yeah,
Brian?
yeah, I'm right here.
Brian, what you think about Andre?
I like Andre, man. I like him a lot, man. I like him a lot. Everybody just don't want to see Andre because he's a high risk, low reward fighter, and that's the thing. He's got to find that fight to where somebody makes him attractive. You know what I'm saying? On the money side, these guys have not gotten to the ring and fought anybody, and that's why their status is not where it should be, and that's the problem. They living off of I got this belt or I got that belt and I fought somebody the old or whatever the case may be, but they can't get some of these guys in the ring. Now Andrade is a slick little softball. That's why Canelo didn't want to fuck with him because he reminded him a little bit too much of a Siri Lara. So he like, man, fuck all that. I ain't about to do all that. And where's the money in it? So I'm gonna leave this dude alone. He's too high risk, man. That's the problem, man. He's too high risk, and he can't get nobody in the ring. When a motherfucker is just trying to get a fight, and he can't get a fight, and he a champion, that's when you know that motherfucker dangerous. Just like with Bud going 147, they give every excuse in the book not to fight that motherfucker because they know he's too dangerous. He's too goddamn dangerous. Boots gonna have the same problem with these guys, man, because they not gonna want to get in the ring. He's too risky of a fight, and there's no reward in it. That's it.
But Brian, what you think about this though? Like, all right, so nobody want to fight Andrade, right?
Right.
But then you're fighting people that's lesser competition to you, will bring your skills down to that level. You see what I'm saying? So it's not really helping you out. So them jokers should just jump on them. They should try to jump on them.
That's what I was getting ready to ask y'all. Like, how can I'm trying to figure out, like, I want to see what you're saying about Andre being as good as he is.
He is good.
When I look at his resume, I can't get it out the resume. I can't
see, but that's the thing, right? If you look at his resume, right, some of these same people fought guys that fought the same guys that's on Andre's resume. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that even though like some of these guys you might never heard of, that doesn't mean them guys can't fight. Because there's some guy like, how many people heard of the dude Jamel Charlo just fought against
Castano? Brian Castano?
Yeah. Not too many people heard of him, and he was giving Jamel Charlo that work.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good example. Yeah.
But you gotta get in the ring. He's gonna have to find a way to get that fight with somebody because he's got the belt, but nobody wants to unify with him. So he's got to find I don't know if he move up and try to make a mandatory or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I don't know what he can do to try to get that fight.
The politics just fucking him over, man. I mean, he over there with the champions. Just
guys like him and Gary Russell are just having sitting careers. Him and Gary Russell, their careers are just being wasted year by year. It's sad.
There's a guy who's look like he's gonna be his mandatory. He got a fight coming up, and I think that might be the next one that Russian dude. I think his name Janibek. I can't even pronounce his name. Like that dude got skills, and I think he said, yeah, I'll fight Andrade. This dude's pretty nice.
Yeah, but what's that gonna do for Andrade?
Why Andrade ain't fight somebody like Lara yet? What about Lara?
He tried to fight Lara. There's an article out there right now. Well, it's kind of old, but Lara didn't want to fight him.
You know what I think? I think Andrade, this is what Andrade need to do in order to try to position himself to get a Canelo fight. Canelo can still duck and dodge him, but this is what I would advise him to do. He should move up to 168 and fight David Benavidez.
Yeah, I think
that'll be gangster. That way, if he knock him off, then that's one less a nigga that Canelo can have to pick in front of him.
Yeah,
and that's man gonna be like shit where he beat.
I like that.
Benavidez. So hey, you and Andre need to line it up, Canelo.
But
That's what I would tell him to do.
You right about that, E. I'm gonna tell you, really, he didn't lose his belt, David Benavidez. Not to a boxer. He lost. Right. He lost. He's really the WBC champion, really, to me. To me, he didn't lose the belt.
He got stripped.
Well, not to me.
To me, he didn't lose it to a boxer.
Yeah, he lost it on twice. One for cocaine, another time on the scale.
Yeah, see, he ain't the champ to me.
I mean, the part was so funny is that he lose the belt to cocaine, but Oscar Valdez get to keep his joint off of PD.
Oh, yeah, that's some bullshit too. Yeah, that's some bullshit too.
And shit, really, bro, I can make a case that, man, he was in a close fight in that fight too. I kind of think he lost.
Oh yeah.
I think if they run it back, hey, that dude was putting on a boxing clinic, in my opinion.
I think Andre need to move, man.
Yeah, he should move. He should.
He should go. He should go to the PBC, man.
Well, he came from the PBC. He went go get the bag at the zone. So I think he's stuck.
Yeah, but see that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
you got the bag, but you don't have the fighters.
Exactly.
I mean, going to the PBC ain't gonna guarantee nothing anyway. Just like Dude said earlier about Gary Russell.
That's why I said, bro, if he's trying to follow,
but Gary Russell need to leave too.
He needs to go to 168 and fight David Benavidez.
But if he fight David Benavidez and beat him, Canelo ain't gonna want to fight him. He's gonna go fight David.
Canelo might fuck around and drop all the belts too, so he could probably try to become undisputed at 168.
I gotta be honest.
You gotta try to patch it up, man.
I don't know if you're beating David Benavidez at 168. I don't know if that's happening.
You said you don't know what?
I don't know if what's his name from 160? Who we talking about? Andre going to 168 and beat David Benavidez.
I ain't saying he gonna beat him. I said he should fight him so he can try to get a Canelo fight.
Yeah,
he would beat him.
Yeah, because that's gonna be a tough fight right there. That's gonna be tough.
But I do think Andre got enough pop to keep Benavidez off his ass though. Like I say, it's the later rounds with me with Benavidez that I worry about.
I would like to see that though. I wish that would come to fruition. I wish we could get that.
I'm actually thinking about going to this up and coming Andre fight anyway. But that shit is all the way up in fucking New Hampshire and shit.
In the mountains.
Andre won't get that fight at the zone, man. He's going to end his career just like that.
Yeah, he's stuck. I think he is definitely stuck in that contract, man. Because he came from PBC, he went to the zone.
Hey,
let me tell you what. You know why Gary Russell's sitting? Gary Russell's sitting from talking shit about Floyd. That's what it is.
Yep.
Nah. Gary Russell sitting for talking shit about Al.
Heyman,
when he got in the ring with that motherfucking robe on, talking about Al, give me the motherfucking fight. Al ain't like that shit.
Oh
yeah. That's with Santa Cruz.
Oh yeah.
And Tank.
Yeah, he was begging for that Santa Cruz fight.
He won't get that fight no more, man. He won't get that fight. When he put that shit on his back. But Al, what's up, man? Give me the fight, this, that, and the other. Nah, man, Al ain't like that shit.
I ain't see that.
But hey, Brian, I seen a video, Brian, with him sitting on barbershop conversation and the shit talking about Floyd called his phone talking slick or some shit. And he said, nigga, who the fuck you talking to? Or some shit like telling that nigga, you don't talk, you don't this, that, that. I said, oh shit. I said, Floyd get ready to block him from getting fights now too. I'm thinking Floyd.
I ain't even know that.
Yeah, he did that. That's gonna be a good thing for Gary. Floyd to tell him to leave Tank alone.
When was that? When was that?
Yeah.
Like,
Floyd
did
like last
2019.
Yeah, Floyd did. Told Gary to leave Tank alone.
Would be a good thing for Gary.
Well, he double fucked himself then because that what I'm talking about happened like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, Gary should go to top rank. You know why? He got it's more fighters over there from 126 to 140. He can move around.
Yeah,
that's where he was at.
But I don't know if y'all seen his mandatory, man. His mandatory is big as hell.
Yeah, I haven't seen his mandatory.
Yeah, his mandatory.
My Russell mandatory?
Russell, yeah. His mandatory is pretty big. I think it's some Philippine kid. He was training with Porter.
I'm trying to think. I
know.
I forgot his name, but he's definitely Russell's mandatory.
You know who my guy? You know who my guy is at 130?
Who?
My guy at 130, shorty from New York with the orange hair.
Oh yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Colby.
That's my little son, right? That's my son right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kobe.
I
I
like
fuck
that
with
Talk his
shit.
ass
Shakur,
up,
That's my
man. I
little
fuck
son
with
right
Hey
there.
yo, hold on. Best of the best. He about to talk his ass into an ass kicking. He keep fucking with Shakur.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah,
Nah,
we
I
want
think
that
that I
then.
want to
Hey,
see that fight.
E3, I
Hey,
want that E3.
I
We
want
But
need
that
to
he
get
don't
too.
want
that.
that.
We
I
need
want
to
to see
get
that
that
fight.
popping then.
He don't
Yeah,
want
I
that
want
shit
it.
though,
I
best of
got
the
right,
best. He
Shakur.
don't
right
want
now.
that
Nah,
shit.
I think that fight. I
He
think
don't
that
want
fight is a
that.
lot. I think that fight is a lot closer than what people think, man. Kobe
shit.
got skills, man.
Hey, right
Shit,
now,
Yeah, I
Kobe
like
can get his
Shorty, yo.
ass
I
Kobe
whooped.
really
good.
like him, yo.
yeah,
I
ain't
like
nobody messing with
I
Shakur though.
like him too, but I don't like him like that.
Yeah, they ain't messing.
Exactly.
What
They
y'all
ain't
think
messing
about
with
Like
Shakur.
Shakur.
what y'all think about that little tournament they finna have with I think maybe Shakur lining Shakur up with Berchelt, and I think Neverete with Valdez. I think that'll go.
I don't like
Shakur
it
coming
because
on
why
top.
is, wait a minute. Why is
Ooh, that's a
Bob
good one.
Arum trying to skip Shakur? Let Shakur and Valdez go ahead and fight.
Man, the thing is,
they should.
Valdez don't want to fight. That's what it
What?
is.
Yeah.
I can't blame Bob. That's Valdez. Valdez
Hold
the
on,
one don't want it.
hold up now. Valdez is fighting who? Who's Valdez fighting?
It's
Never
Valdez
Rat?
is trying. Valdez is trying to get a fight with Navarrete. He was outside taking pictures and stuff, and he's like, yeah, I like that fight with Navarrete, and like he
Uh-huh.
trying to
Around the
really
loop.
push
But
Shakur.
I think to answer your question, Bo, I think they said Valdez did good in Phoenix, and they want to make it a Mexican thing. But I mean, if to me, I mean, I'm not mad at the fight, but I wish he would fight Shakur, and this could actually be a set. This could be a setup for Valdez, because I mean, that guy never read say that motherfucker got some problems.
Yeah, you ain't no joke. That
Hey man,
motherfucker throw 100 punches.
That's the motherfucker that
hey
throw all
man,
the
I still
punches,
think
huh,
that's
bro?
good for boxing though.
Say that again,
I
B-Mac?
still think that's good for boxing.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think it is too, man.
you talking about them four guys going at it, and then the winners fight the winners. That's a good, nice little four.
But
Yeah.
it's the only
And at
problem
the end
though.
of the day,
This the only
Yeah.
problem though, Brian.
what?
Navarrete is a 126 pounder.
That's my problem with it right there. That's my problem right
Okay,
there.
yeah. I thought, yeah.
How he
Shit,
gonna
I forgot
hop up
about that.
and overlap Shakur? Now, if he was already at 130, then I'd be cool with it.
But see, the thing about it is that he's really not overlapping Shakur. They putting him in there for business purpose.
Yeah. They
You
trying
go
to
ahead.
yeah.
Yeah, it's business because at the end of the day, if Shakur goes out there and they fight that tournament, he win. That don't do nothing but increase his motherfucking popularity all over. You know what I'm saying? It's business.
No, I
It's
understand
business.
business, but I'm saying just to have the Navarrete, like I get it, but Navarrete, I think he only been a 126 pounder for like a year. Like he just came from 122 and went to 126.
So when he beat
Oh, I understand.
when he beat Dog Bay, he was what, 122 or 126?
122.
122. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Hey, yo, B-Mac,
Right.
I don't like that. I don't like that it's business talk because it was business for Earl to duck Bud. It was business for him to go the easier route. You see what I'm saying? So if
Yeah.
we gonna be listen, if we gonna be okay with Navarrete and skipping Shakur because Shakur is in the same damn weight class as Valdez, they both can unify. Then we got to give Earl some slack.
Okay.
You see what
That's
I'm
one
saying?
way to look at it, and I
Yeah.
can agree with that. Now, who did Valdez beat?
He just beat. I forgot the dude's name.
No.
It was a close fight.
No. When he won his
Berchelt,
championship,
Berchelt.
Berchelt.
Yeah.
So with him popping that T, shouldn't everybody look at Berchelt really being a fucking champ?
You could, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That do make sense.
So Valdez is really ain't he. I mean, do we really credit him for that shit?
But
Because
I'm gonna
this
keep it.
motherfucker just popped,
But
and Berchelt is really the champ. So who's really the champ is?
Right. I mean, you got a point there. I just think it was tailor made for Valdez. I think the Berchelt fight was more easier for the Heron fight because Berchelt just gonna He just walks into shit. He doesn't have no skills. He's just a rock'em sock'em robot. That's why Gary Russell wanted. That's why Gary Russell wanted to jump up, move up to fight him to get that Lomachenko fight. I mean, really, Bichette, he I think he spoiled back in like 2016. I think he spoiled the Francisco Vargas whenever he was when Vargas was on top, and I think that's when he knocked him off in a close fight. Then he knocked him out the second fight, and then Bichette went on this reign, knocking everybody out because they fought his fight. And they wanted Heron to fight him, but they gave him to Valdez, and Styles just make fights. And I just think with or without the T, I just think he would have lost just because of his style.
But we don't know that because this motherfucker was popping.
Yeah, that's true.
Because ain't nobody expect Valdez to be Bichette. He was the underdog in that shit.
This is the thing too, Bichette. But that was on Bichette. Bichette came in there. He basically was weight drain, you know what I'm saying? But he did that to himself.
Okay.
I mean, that's true too. But I mean, at the same time, do we know what Valdez was on?
No, we don't.
Nah, but he didn't pop then.
Yeah, but he popped the next fight.
Yeah, we don't know that. We don't know that. You got a point there.
Hey, yo, Sanctus, hold on, y'all. Sanctus said in the chat, here's a topic. Will the WBA mandate Canelo to fight the regular champion to clean up the belts at 168 like they doing with Ugas? I already have my opinion. What y'all think about this?
No.
They got rid of that regular championship.
Nah.
No.
That's why Tank and Roland fight be the true champion with us.
Yeah, but I don't think you can have a regular belt and the super belt at the same time. The WBA. That's why he had to give his belt up.
Yeah, that's a bullshit. That's a bullshit. That ain't no unification fight anyway.
You can't even have that belt.
No.
It's like I said earlier.
Because you remember when Peterson fought Spence. Peterson had the WBA, the regular, but he gave that up to fight for the IBF. Remember Manny had it. Manny had it too.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can't have both.
The first positive direction boxing need to go into is removing all Reggie belts.
Yeah.
You talking about
that's what the WBA trying to do right now. The WBA trying to do that right now.
Yeah, if they at least can get rid of the Reggie belts, because I know how you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, get rid of all the belts down to one belt." But goddamn, if we all gonna keep some belts, all right, we can keep belts, but just keep the 4 super belts then, and get rid of all the other motherfucking belts. So we don't never gotta see nobody win another belt, and people will think he got a world title on, like you were saying earlier, Brian, about us seeing Tank appear as winning a world title instead of a regular title.
Yeah, they treat them belts like football trophies, so you still lose. They got a belt for cooking. I got a belt for this. I got a belt for that.
Yeah. You want to give him some other shit? Give him a belt that's on something that hang around your neck or something, like a little piece that's on a piece, like go on a chain or something.
Oh, you want to die
like that? Yeah,
let them all fight for that damn IBO.
They're not gonna get
Let
rid of
them fight for the IBO belt. Let them have that shit.
Speaking of IBO, I heard they trying to make the IBO a major belt now.
Then that's gonna make it. Then that's gonna make it 5 belts. Then you're gonna need 5 belts to be undisputed.
But you got to pay for the sanction.
That's too much
money because you got to pay for the sanctioning body.
Damn liquor store belt.
They already got too many belts. That's the last thing that need to happen.
Yeah, that's the last. I don't agree with that, neither. I think they should keep it at 4 because me personally, I would agree with 1. I would agree with going back to 1. I mean, I don't remember when it was 1, but I would agree if they went to 1. And whenever it was 1, whoever was in the era of 1 belt, that was the best era when they was fighting for 1 belt. Whoever was the fucking champion, that's the champion in that division.
Plus, on top of that makes you like the lineal champion too.
It's good too to have 1 belt, but you can have boxers dying out here because they're gonna be killing each other to get that belt.
But it's still gonna be politics.
Disagree on that. I got to disagree on that because
it's 1 belt though. It gonna have politics behind it.
See,
I disagree, man. If a lot of guys don't get a chance to make no money, you remember a lot of the old fighters died broke. You know, Sam Langford died broken blind in the basement. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these cats died with no money.
Yeah,
For that
like
reason. They get it.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Joe
you saying
Louis. Joe
they
Louis,
you
you know what
saying
I'm saying?
because they didn't have a lot of belts back then? That's why.
Yeah,
Nah,
but now they all
it was still
but now they
politics in
all
there
going
too.
overboard with all these regular belts and stuff. They do need to get rid of all of that, but
They,
keep the four
they can
major
just keep the
belts.
4 belts, the WBA and all
Yeah, just
that.
keep the four major
Right.
belts. Yeah,
That's why I
that's it.
said at first, just keep the 4 belts. Fuck it, just keep 4
But
belts.
but 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 the reason but the reason they're not gonna do that is because of money. Everybody got to pay sanction fees for all these belts every time they fight for them. That's where
Oh,
they make
They
their
got the
money.
four belts.
even for the underbelts, even for the Reggie belt.
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
diamond belts and all that
I
shit
think the
too.
reason why they went to 4 belts because it was a lot of ducking when it was 1 belt. It was like, well, shoot, man. Well, we'll just make our belt and we'll pay you some money. I think people was ducking even with 1 belt, man.
I
Won't they
think that
just go ahead
4
and get a
belts, you know
fighters what
what?
they
I think 4 belts made it fun though. To me, it made it kind of fun. If it's 4 belts, if it was only 4, it's still kind of fun because if I get to go in the division and we all in the division and I got 1 belt and I know who all got the other 3 belts, my mission is I need you
Yep.
to get me to these guys who got these other motherfucking belts so I can get my belts. They my
Right.
belts. And the
Right.
mission is get the belts. So that's kind of fun to me. That would be fun. My mission to go get all the belts in my division. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I
they should
mean,
make a tournament, man, every year or every other year, man.
Man, the Super 6.
All,
The Super 6,
4
man.
belts and shit. You got a final 4 and shit.
Yep,
WBO,
and speed up
IBF,
the process.
WBA, and WBC.
I
You
Like
know
the
what I'm
Andre
saying?
Ward. Andre Ward.
You know what I'm
speed up
saying?
the
And
process.
make a goddamn tournament of the top 4 fighters in each division and shit. And then y'all go ahead and 2 fight 2 and the other 2 fight the winners and shit fight the winners and shit. You just make a final 4 out of that shit. But they won't do that shit though.
You're gonna have a lot
yeah.
of boxers. You're gonna have a lot of fighters that ain't gonna want to fight no more.
Shit,
They did it back in the day
man, you
with
can imagine all the money,
Showtime.
man.
You can imagine the money, but you can imagine people saying they don't
no,
want to fight this dude. I gotta
you
fight
don't
this guy.
want to fight Brian. He talking about them. He talking about them not wanting to physically fight that particular
Yeah.
fight.
Oh shit.
Like, I ain't trying to fight you. Fuck
Well,
that.
you
Because
know
they
what? You
don't
got a
really want to
point.
fight. Yeah,
You got a point. Some of these motherfuckers do not want to get in the ring right now, and they got 1 belt.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Now you think
Motherfuckers.
Terrence Crawford? You think Errol Spence getting there with Terrence Crawford? If he had to fight him? Hell no.
No. He gotta do it now. That's the whole point. That's why he's showing up to the fight.
Yeah.
I
He really.
think he'll probably get in there with Bud if Bud had money like Canelo.
See, you knew Hagler and Hearns wanted to get in with each other. When you watch that motherfucking interview when they was fussing with each other on that TV interview and they was cussing each other out, you could just see the fire in both eyes. Like both of them wanted to get in there with each other when they
Oh yeah,
first got
oh
in
yeah.
there.
And
They
then
That's the
both
you gotta
whole
have
point.
fighters who
felt like they could beat each other, and they both wasn't scared of each other.
and
That's how yeah.
you gotta have fighters who don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Who don't have nothing. Like Durant. Durant ain't had nothing. He went there and bust ass.
Mm-hmm.
But they also wanted glory, though, man.
Yeah. Cause
Yeah, they
These guys
they
want
wanted that
glory.
glory.
you
They
can have
wanted that
losses. You
glory.
can have losses and still be better than somebody that has 0 losses.
No doubt. No doubt.
You put
Ali, prime example.
Hey, see,
Shit.
that's the thing, man. You fight and then you get a rematch, dog. You know, all these motherfuckers can have rematch clauses in their shit. It's about the money, But since this old Floyd Mayweather era came in and is gone, everybody think that okay. And this is PBC's problem. This is why I don't like PBC. They want to fight the best fight they can with the lowest risk they possibly can. So they want to make as much money as they can without the motherfucking risk. And that's the motherfucking plan that they go by. But that shit ain't good for boxing because that's what they doing to Tank right now. And Tank is, if he's smart, he would understand that, dude, I'm losing more money fucking with this way that y'all talking about than I am making it. Because I'm 27 years old and I ain't had a motherfucking marquee fight yet.
Like,
That's
It's
on Tank
bullshit.
though.
like
That's on
Pacquiao,
Tank.
Exactly.
right? Like Pacquiao,
Exactly.
like Pacquiao,
Like
right? I like Manny, I like Floyd. As a pure boxer, Floyd like that, right? But Manny, an 8-time division world champion, right? What he got? 7 losses?
Yep.
Six, I think.
About
Six,
about
six or
6 or
seven.
seven. I
7,
think it's
Nah,
seven,
eight.
somewhere
I
around
think like
there.
8
Yeah.
now, right?
Somewhere
So,
around there, though.
so
He
in your
about to get
career,
eight lost.
in his career, in Floyd career, I say Floyd a better boxer, but I think Manny had a better career because he
No doubt.
accomplished more.
No doubt. No doubt. When you're talking about a career watching if you're talking about me, yeah, sitting there with what I watch as far as a boxing career, what I seen with my eyes, and I watch his career and I watch his career. Yes, Manny career was the more exciting career. Yes,
And
as
that's what
far
I'm
as
going with.
watching for legacy. Yes.
Right.
Oh, shit, you
Yeah.
can say that about a lot of fighters.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can say that shit about a lot of fighters.
Yeah, I was just
Ray
giving
Leonard.
an example.
Well,
You had
yeah.
that argument.
You right. You
Yeah.
right though. You
Yeah,
right.
when it come to
You
that
right.
kind of shit. Yeah, yeah. Cause
Yeah.
they took them, they them fighters that took them challenges. I like them fighters that just take them challenges, and if you lose, you lose. Ali was the same way, because if you look at all the people on Ali, it seemed like everybody who came in the heavyweight division that had a name, that anybody that start making a name for themselves while Ali was around, it was like he was in your ear. How could you not admire that? How could anybody not like that man just getting his jaw broke, shut, just going through like the shit he went through, getting beat, come right back, fight it again, just a fucking
I'm
warrior,
right
just
back.
a fighter, a warrior, yo. You can't. It's nothing. You can with that shit with George Foreman. When you watch that George Foreman story, it's like I really, really, really. When I look at that shit, I would have thought George Foreman was going to break his motherfucking ass in half. That's what I would have said. I would have
Right.
said George Foreman is going to break him in fucking half. Watch what I tell you, and I'll put money on it. And
Yeah,
I can't believe what I seen. I can't believe what I seen. I'm shocked. A whole nother generation person watching that, and I'm fucking shocked. It's like, yeah, he shook up the fucking world. The
shit.
man,
Yeah, greatest heavyweight
I
ever
don't see
lived.
shit like that no more. I
I
don't
respect,
see that kind of shit.
I respect Foreman getting in the ring with them young jokers. He beat Michael Moore.
Right? Yeah,
No
yeah. I was
bullshit.
shocked with that shit.
Yeah.
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 Come on, man.
40
Them
years
boys
old.
just,
What,
man,
45?
man,
Hell
shit,
yeah.
man, them boys, man, shit. Oh
They fought
yeah,
for legacy, man. They fought
That's
for
one of the
legacy.
reasons why B
yeah.
Hop is my favorite fighter. Cause shit, I hated B Hop when he was in his 30s, but once he turned in his 40s, he was still fighting the young guns and beating them niggas. He took a few losses here and there, but he gained
No
my
question.
respect.
No
Motherfucking
question.
right.
Motherfucker
Definitely
fight for
had a
legacy,
great
man.
Matter of fact, y'all, let's do something. Let's go around. Everybody tell they favorite fighter, whether of all time or of the era or whatever.
All right.
Favorite fighter
I'll
of
start.
all time?
Yeah, all time or your era, either or both.
Oh, okay.
Who you
Well, I
got?
go.
I'll
I go first.
okay.
Last Puma. I don't really have a favorite fighter, but it's a lot of people that people don't talk about. They talk about Floyd so much. I like Canelo Whitaker.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Pinell
No
was
wrong
true.
with that.
He get talked about a
Oh
lot.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm talking about like people, the casual fan don't talk. People don't talk about it because he had losses. That's what they worry about, the loss.
But
Some of them
it's
shouldn't have been
also
losses.
the new generation too. So a lot of people don't know too much about him.
But what I respect about him, the dude was doing Floyd before Floyd,
Oh, man.
and
True.
his
Yeah.
his fights didn't cost that much because he was like, if people can't afford to go to my fights, he'll make his fights $20-$30 to go.
Who was this?
Pernell Whitaker was
Sweet Pea Whitaker.
Okay, Pernell Whitaker. Okay.
Yeah. And the dude was slick. He
Cut
was
it out, man.
Okay. Yeah, Sweet Pea was no joke. He fought some killers too, and took them to school.
D-Mac,
Yes, sir.
Same question to you, bro.
Man, look, I got man, there's so many fighters, man, that I do like, man. But for me, man, I gotta go hometown. My man, Sugar Ray fucking Leonard, dog. That was my nigga right there. Ray was everything, man. When I was coming up, 7-Up commercials, man, that motherfucker had speed, the power, man. I'm like, God damn, Ray, boy, motherfucking Ray Leonard, boy. You know, I know I'm a little hometown bias, man, because he was right here from the area, man. But Ray Leonard for me, man, Sugar Ray was the shit, man. God damn, I really love Ray Leonard. Ray Leonard was probably my favorite. Yeah, and then, you know, I got so many I can't even. I don't even want to start keep naming motherfuckers. But Ray Leonard was probably for me, man.
Shit, mosquito spray is on you.
Okay. All time, I'll say the man I had the pleasure to meet when I was 9, the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. That's all time. Of my era, my man, Mr. Anybody, Anywhere, Anytime, James Lights Out Tony.
Right.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, he was
No
gangster.
doubt.
No, it's on you, Bo.
I'm like the same. I don't really have a favorite, but I'm gonna have to roll with. Contrary to the belief what everybody say about the dude, Floyd is one of my favorite guys of all time, and Roy Jones. Roy Jones to me was the man, dude. You know, as I was growing up watching this dude fight, I'm like, God damn, I ain't think nobody could beat this dude.
No doubt.
Shit, did I already get Lash Puma? Best of the best is on you, bro.
No, you got me. I mean, I ain't a favorite. I told you I liked Pernell Whitaker.
That's right. That's right. Best of the best.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna have to go with all time. I'm gonna have to go with Ali. Even though I like Joe Louis too, as far as the old fighters. So, but I'm gonna go with Ali over him as far as all time. And I gotta go with far as my one of my favorites was Felix Trinidad.
Trinidad was a bad motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Hey, can I say one thing though? I forgot about this guy here, and he was like that too. Hector Camacho.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Camacho.
He was nice. He was nice.
And whoever talked about Bernard Hopkins earlier, yeah, I was mad when Bernard beat Felix Trinidad.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Yeah, y'all already heard mine.
I was a little upset about that, but he was a little bit too big for me. Shouldn't have went up there. But
Facts.
Right.
Yeah, man, mine is B-Hop, and then shit, I would say Floyd as well. Floyd is my one B behind B-Hop.
Now, when y'all say all time, of course I'm gonna go with Muhammad Ali as all time. But
likewise,
can I just give a little? I ain't know y'all was saying all time and
well, I mean, like all time for me. I don't know. I mean, I started watching videos of Sugar Ray Robinson, and I'm like, damn, man. To me, that dude was ahead of his time.
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker. I'm gonna tell y'all one of my favorites, man. That I had loved, man. This is I guess like Pa beat was motherfucking Gerald McCullough.
Oh yeah, the G-Man.
Oh yeah,
he was my favorite back.
That was
I
one of
hope
my.
y'all know I'm writing some of these names down. You just said Gerald McCullough. I'm getting ready to go. When I get off here, I'm getting ready to go on YouTube. I'm getting ready to roll up, and I'm getting ready to go on YouTube, put it on the big screen. I'm getting ready to watch
McCall
G-Man. He stopped Julian Jackson.
What's his name, right? Didn't he fight
Julian Jackson? He stopped him.
Yeah. Stop Julian Jackson.
That Nigel Ben fight was fucked up. I was watching that shit that night.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
They should have called the fight when you not being out the ring in the first round.
Hey, what y'all think? Who's the most underrated fighter?
The most underrated fighter?
Yeah.
Of all time or what?
I mean, just you don't gotta be all time. It can be all time, but just the most underrated fighter in your
that's a tough question, boy.
Riddick Bowe.
Well, I said cat that a lot of people don't know about is Harry Graves. Look him up, the Pittsburgh Windmill. And about the second half of his career, he was blind in one eye.
Who you talking about?
Harry Graves, a great middleweight, light heavyweight.
Yeah, Harry Graves, he's all-time great right there.
Hell yeah, he on my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
I never heard of him before. That's new to me.
He on all-time.
What era did he fight in? Like when did he fight?
Early 1900s.
Back when they had newspaper decisions. Back then, you know what I'm saying? Like 200-300 fights. You know, a lot of fights ain't even recorded. You know what I'm saying? They fighting every week back then.
Mm-hmm.
But Harry Graves was a real deal, man. And he the only man, Gene Tunney, that beat Jack Dempsey, got one loss on his record. It's the Harry Graves. You know what I'm saying? So that cat was.
You got me on that one too. Yeah, you got me on that
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
yeah.
For me though, I think for me, I think that everybody know this guy, but to me, he doesn't get enough credit. So that's why I'm gonna say what he say. For me, it's Larry Holmes.
Oh yeah,
Everybody,
yeah.
everybody don't credit Larry Holmes for what the fuck he is. He's so unrated. Larry Holmes was a bad motherfucker. He held that fucking title for like 12 fucking years or some shit. Larry
Well,
Holmes was a
I think
bad
it's because he missed that heavyweight golden era though. He came right after the fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's still.
He had some fights now. He had some good fights.
You know
Yeah,
what
he
I
still
like
had
about
some.
Larry Holmes though? I respect Larry Holmes when I seen him because I seen that fight how he beat Ali, but he was trying to tell the ref to stop the shit because he ain't want
Yeah, I
to.
can't even watch that fight. I had to get up in the
Yeah,
room.
I
Yeah,
can't watch it either.
he didn't want to. He didn't want to beat. He was trying to tell the ref, "Can you stop this shit? I ain't trying to hit him no motherfucker."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
my idol, man. That was his idol, man. That was his
yeah,
idol. Muhammad
yeah,
Ali was his fucking idol. They knew Ali shouldn't have been in the ring, man. They
I
knew that
know.
shit.
yeah.
So that's why Mike
Yeah, Ali
Tyson
shouldn't have
got in
been in
there
the
and
ring.
fucked his ass up.
Yeah.
I'm surprised ain't nobody
He
said
came over.
Mike and playing the Holyfield on you before he one of their favorite fighters. I'm shocked.
Stop that shit, E.
I'm just saying
Hey,
shit.
hey, you
Real
know what?
deal.
I never thought about that shit like that neither. Damn, Mike Tyson did come
Oh
right
yeah, Mike
along and
Tyson,
get
but
with
he
that
said
ass.
it. Yeah, he said that shit.
Yeah, he said before
Yeah,
the fight, Ali leaned over and told him to get him for him.
yeah, because
Yeah,
that was Mike
he
Tyson
right.
idol too. That was
Yeah,
one of his. Yeah, so
nigga love Ali.
yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
Now I also say this now. The greatest fighter that ever lived, in my opinion, Sugar Ray Robinson. The best fighter I've ever seen fight on live TV was Floyd Mayweather.
I don't know
Hey
about
man,
that.
I ain't gonna disagree with you on that with Floyd. I think
Yeah.
he the best as far as skills in my era. He ain't even close.
And I've seen fight on live TV. I saw Sugar Ray Leonard later on, after the super fight with Hagler. I saw Sweet Pea Whitaker. I saw Tony. I saw Roy Jones. I saw Roy Jones got by with speed and reflexes. He always had bad fundamentals. That's why he started getting stopped once he slowed down.
Now, which Floyd
You know,
Mayweather? You talking about Pretty Boy or Money Man?
well, Pretty Boy was the monster. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah,
Yeah, that
I
was the
say
knock.
Pretty
You know
Boy.
what I have to give
He was
Floyd
devastating.
you know what I got to give Floyd that I have to say that I for some reason and you kept saying it over and over that I have to say one thing about Floyd. That motherfucking Floyd was that fucking defense he used, that fucking tucking the way he tucked his shoulder and whatever he called that shit, that
Shoulder roll.
Shoulder roll.
shoulder
Can't
roll
nobody
shit.
do it.
Yeah. Let me
But
tell you
him.
something. Nobody could really, you could never hit. It's hard as shit to hit a motherfucker that know how to use that defense the way that he know how to use it. And I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you
he been
something.
doing that
You
shit
can
all his life.
tell. You can tell that you could tell that he told Plant a little bit about that shit before the Canelo fight because now that I've been watching it for so many years and I looked so deep into it, I could see it was hard for Canelo to hit Plant when Plant was doing it for a while. Plant was trying to do it, and Canelo could never get that overhand punching like he wanted to. He kept trying to punch it downwards and hit him
Yeah,
downwards
he
because
was punching down.
everybody, and it reminded me of how everybody used to try to hit Floyd, Shane Mosley, all of them. Every fucking body that fought him that was a good fighter. All of us was frustrated probably because they could never like overhand hit Floyd and get a solid fucking hit and get the fucking punch they was really trying to get. But the way that you gotta penetrate that shit is through that uppercut that Canelo just learned, that Canelo threw against Plant. But a lot of motherfuckers don't throw that shit like that, and it's going to take a while for you to figure that shit out to know how to get inside that shit. And that's why Floyd was as difficult as he was throughout his whole fucking career to beat. That
But
defense was hard to penetrate. It's hard as shit to get inside the way Floyd do
Yeah,
that
uppercut,
best of the best.
Well, to
uppercut
me,
can't even
I
penetrate
think
it though.
the reason why that uppercut came in because Canelo kept beating the shit out of his body.
Yeah,
So
and
eventually, Plant just
And
wore
Yeah,
out over
it
that's
opened
time.
him
You
up.
know what I'm saying?
that's
Yeah, Floyd just elevated that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can't roll with the punches. Like, can't nobody do that shit like Floyd, bro. I'm
Yo,
sorry.
only
but
person
the thing,
I ever seen do the shoulder roll like Floyd Mayweather was James Toney, man.
Yeah,
James Toney got a
Exactly.
nice ass shoulder roll.
Exactly. That's what I'm about to say. A lot of people don't realize Mayweather give you 9 to different looks. He don't just do the shoulder roll. Other guys that try to just do the shoulder roll, like Adrian Broner, Andre Berto, how they career turned out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You're right.
James Toney,
Or to
he the
go
only
to that
man that can stand.
peekaboo style
James
too.
Toney,
Oh,
Yeah,
James Toney, he's the only man that can
do it
stand in
like
front of you.
Floyd.
Yeah, Tony the only one that can stand in front of you, heavy footed all night long in the pocket and fight you that way, no other way, and
Yeah,
make you look stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that ain't gonna.
Right.
There you go. I'm back now, right? Yeah. Best of the best. Can you hear me? Yeah, what I was gonna say is that he had the shoulder roll, but he didn't have that motherfucking left holding down the side. See, like Floyd did.
Yep.
See, if you'd have seen that fight again, look at motherfucking Caleb Plant's left side. When he was shoulder rolling, he was keeping his motherfucking left arm up, and Canelo was beating the shit out that motherfucking left side of his motherfucking body.
And that was a good way. He was breaking, kind of like trying to break them down, break them out of it, like beat them out of it.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
did.
Hello?
beat his body out of it.
Yeah, see, okay, there you go. Something going on with my goddamn mic. So what happened was when he was beating that left side of the body, that motherfucking left started coming down, and that motherfucking left hook started. He started hitting with that left hook because he was protecting that.
Right. Let me ask you something, Brian. Would you say that's a good way to attack a shoulder roll defense if you was putting a fighter in even against somebody like Floyd? Is that a good way to break down a shoulder roll defense, a good shoulder roll defense?
Yeah, I'm having motherfuckers.
I don't know. I think it all depends on the fighter, man.
There you go.
I think it depends on the fighter because Floyd Mayweather, he grew up with that one. He grew up doing the shoulder roll and everything.
Man, he elevated that shit.
But I got Ray Leonard beating that shit.
Yeah, I
think Ray Leonard would have had he got what it takes to dig out what need to be digged out to get you out of that, to beat you out of what you in. I think Ray Leonard could find it. Yeah.
Ray Leonard could be hit too, though.
Canelo and Mayweather.
Yo.
Yeah, we can hear you, B-Mac. Can you hear us?
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, I'm having some technical difficulty. I was just saying Ray Leonard would have found that shit because he found it on his father.
Yeah, they're proud.
Yeah, but let's be honest here. Floyd saying he's nowhere near the masterpiece of his son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the shoulder roll. That's all.
Now I heard somebody say just now. Somebody just said something about Floyd coming back. What about if Floyd come back and rematch Canelo? Yeah, Floyd. I heard that Floyd just sent the message out. Floyd just sent the message out, but which I already knew that's what Floyd would say for Canelo. Got to come to 150. So that's the only way Floyd going to do it. So he's not coming to 150 because Floyd is not going to come to 160. Now, if Canelo come to 150, if he get baited and it come into 150, Floyd could beat Canelo at 150. Right. He'll beat the shit out Canelo right now. But if Floyd come back and go to 160, Canelo crushes Floyd. That's how.
But you got to think Floyd is like 44 years old. I mean, I don't see that fight happening.
They get in the ring, he'll be 45.
Man, Floyd just need to go ahead and sit his ass down somewhere, man.
Canelo too good,
bro. He ain't about to fight Canelo.
Fuck all that shit.
I still think
he'll stop it.
And Floyd know that Canelo not coming back at no damn 150.
Yeah, he can't make one
fight him at no 150. That's all. That's all.
That shit ain't gonna happen. If Floyd can't dictate the terms, that fight is not going to happen.
Yep, not gonna happen.
Fellas, hey man, it's been real, y'all. Hey, let's go to your closing thoughts. Mosquito spray is on you, bro.
About what was the Errol Spence thing?
Earl closing thoughts, yeah. About to hop out this horn.
Yeah, got Crawford probably stopping Porter in the upcoming fight. The walls and close in on Spence, so you're gonna have to do something. And I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, B-Mac is on you, bro.
Man, well, first of all, man, I want to say, man, I want smoke with everybody in the goddamn panel, man, for talking real boxing. That's some bullshit. I'm used to this fuck shit. Y'all want to talk real boxing, so I want all the smoke with everybody. Hey, nah, man. Hey, it's a great panel, man. Much love to everybody, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all, man. Y'all smash the motherfucking like button for E Thriller, man. It's once again a great show. And come November 20th, actually, I want everybody to come back and have a motherfucking celebration. Cause Porter going down in the championship rounds. His father gonna be hugging him around about round 10 or 11 and shit. I mean the ref, that is. The ref gonna be hugging him around 10 or 11. That's my prediction. 10 or 11. He getting a hug.
Ben, last Puma is on you, bro. Closing thoughts.
Well, I'm going with Crawford. Get my money and then I'm betting at work. And I want to thank you for the chat, man. You got me tired because I'm helping my kids train for the nationals, and I had to keep my ass up for you.
I appreciate that, bro. Good luck in the national too, man. Good luck. Best of the best is on you, bro. Closing thoughts.
No doubt, of course. Big ups to my guy E3 Ella. Been a good one. It was definitely a great show. And I want to say November 20th. You already know Crawford for the stop it. So that's how I see it. And other than that, I see y'all on the next show. And make sure y'all look out for my next show. A spade is a spade. We always try and drop it. So other than that, y'all take care.
Good luck, man.
Bo, it's on you, bro. Closing thoughts.
Yeah, man. Thanks for inviting me on, man. It's good to talk to all of y'all guys, man. Definitely drop some boxing knowledge and stuff like that. And everybody, like B Max said, man, everybody support, E Thriller, man. Put that Duke full court pressure on that like button. And we're gonna make this thing grow big, man.
Yeah, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tapping in with me, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all smash that like button. And if you're on the playback, drop a comment, man. Hit that like button, sub up. Until next time, we gone. Holla.
All right.
No doubt.